Oh my goodness. My mom said it's my turn on the hyper focus.
How you read that?
It's on the stream. It's on the stream.
I know it is. I know it is. I know it is.
Hey everybody,
Mom said
what's
it's
up?
my turn on hyperfocus.
What's up?
Thank you.
Kristen is in the middle of moving, and so no Ori, and basically we were just sitting around fuffing like, man, what are we gonna do on stream on Friday? We're just like, why don't just the three of us just sit in the call and just fuck around and just hang.
Tonight we vibe
It is time for vibes.
for crab.
God
oh.
damn it.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just on top of it, like crap.
Yeah.
Crab.
Tonight it is Bro, Atwas, and myself to just hang here and just really just kind of hang out, and that's it. We're just gonna hang. It's gonna be great.
I was trying to think of like a pun, and I couldn't think of one for hang that wasn't like morbid. So
Understandable.
Understandable. Have a nice day. God. I recall. God. Yeah, no. Morbidity on an IR stream? What are you talking about?
what?
What?
Never.
Yes, we have Kit, Sunil, and Lester in this call. That is correct.
Yes, we do.
Yes. It is
Be
time
correct.
for crab.
It is time for what?
I think he said crab.
Ah, crab.
Please
God.
Please. Spare us.
Why am I now just picturing like Lester Goodman in one of those like bistro lobster like bibs? Like
The worst.
God, I hate him.
He's made to be hated.
God, wait, no. Speaking of things I hate, bro, what was it you made Lester be an employee
Fun.
of?
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. I remember bro telling me Lester Goodman is a cashier at Piggly Wiggly, and I was like, first of all, how fucking dare you? Yes, that shy guy. You cracked the case. COC2 are going to have Kit reading copy pastas instead of poetry.
I was gonna start off. I was gonna like rattle off copy pasta, but then I realized I don't fucking read copy pasta, so I can't rattle one off.
Can't
Off the top
just.
of my head.
What
What
the fuck
What
did you
the
just
fuck
fucking
did you
say?
What the fuck did you fucking say about me, you little bitch? First,
God.
if you
Actually, I need the whole thing now. I'm sorry, Atlas. You
yes,
started.
sir, right away, sir. Let
Right.
me Google the whole thing, sir.
I want to point out this, again, I love any and all Lester content. So Churro Bird over here saying sudden stupid thought, but Lester wears a chef's apron that says eat the cook. You're completely right. Like,
Oh my god. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You are nothing to me, but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision, the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your little clever comment was about to bring down upon you, maybe you would have held your fucking tongue, but you couldn't. You didn't. And now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo.
Incredible. I just love the idea of just fucking anyone from the disaster gang just being like, kid, someone said something mean to me on the internet. I got this.
Give me the keyboard.
Grandpa, kid, someone said I looked fat on the internet.
First off, grandpa. Second off, pass me the keyboard. I just want to remind everyone that while chat knows that Kit's like only the oldest person in Call of Cthulhu by a year, nobody else in Call of Cthulhu like in character knows that Kit was only 25.
It's great.
I'm pretty sure they all assumed he was like fucking 30. So
God. Man, hey,
yeah.
Hey chat, are you all ready for Call of Cthulhu campaign 2? Cuz I know that like bro, Atwas and myself and most everyone else is over here just like just like all the time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Call of Cthulhu 2 Electric Boogaloo, that is correct. Otherwise known as Masks of Nyarlathotep, Nyarlathotep. Take your pick of pronunciation, it's fine.
It's okay. Word hard.
Word hard.
Chat.
Too many consonants.
Chat, I just want you guys to know. You'll never see this, but because you're here, you get to be let in on a little secret because Call of Cthulhu 2 is premiering so close to Halloween. I'm actually gonna do Kit Sullivan makeup.
I'm so
for
excited.
that episode in Call.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm probably gonna take a picture and give it to chat because it would just be too mean to not give it to
It's
them,
one
you
of
know?
the many cases where I'm like, I'm so sad we don't have cameras for our games because Atwas dressed up for every session during Path of Perdition. It was awesome.
Okay, so first off, it was to help me get into character. Same with the poem readings. It was actually like accent practice, but Kit's like really buttoned up, so I just wore like fucking really buttoned up shit, and it helped. And also, when I am Kit, I only use like half my fucking face. So anyway,
Valid. Very valid. God. No, it just so good.
Kit saying a copy pasta gave me the cursed thought of him saying, "Oh, sweetie." Okay, boomer.
Excellent.
You're welcome. Kit's not a boomer. Kit's part of the lost generation, so
yeah.
I was gonna say, didn't we bring this up the other day?
What is it?
Like,
World War One is
technically
the
they
lost generation. World War II is the greatest generation.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the fucking boomers.
Correct. And yes, bro, we did.
Yeah.
God.
It wasn't Kit, but it was Sunil living long enough to call people boomers.
So I want to actually address the chat, you know, because I'm curious, you know, a little self-indulgent, but I would love to hear what everyone is most excited for in Masks. And also Atwas and bro, feel free to throw your hat into the ring here. Sorry, singular Sunil hat, but I would like to hear just generally what everyone's most excited for, even from like the most esoteric concepts.
Churro says, I've been deprived of good Call of Cthulhu content for almost a month now. This is good shit. God, same?
Yeah, for
Oh,
real.
God, that's a mood.
Man of Many Characters is excited for the general thing. Super Soldier 240 says, insanity. Mm-hmm.
God.
Excited for it all, Piper.
Yeah. Thank you, Piper. We're so happy.
Honestly, Churro says, more character interactions and possible puzzles that I'm too dumb for. God, same.
So I want to talk about that.
Character interactions or puzzles that we're too dumb
puzzles.
for? Because...
Because
my God.
let me talk about how I fucked with the Discord.
You know? Yes, tell me. I wasn't there for it.
You weren't there for that.
So salty.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, Atwas, you're not in the fan server, so you didn't see what I did.
Not.
So in the I think 5 days leading up to, I think it was 4 or 5 days leading up to the finale, at almost the same time with an hour or so discrepancy in the fan server, each day leading up to the finale, I sent a message to the chat in Morse code, like an audio recorded in Morse code.
You bastard.
I know. And the full message said, Carlisle, not what it seemed. Something. I forgot the entire, this one might make us rich. Blood and kisses, J. And I said, this is segmented over the course of several days. Oh my God, we have bots. We got bots.
It's okay, I got him.
Thanks, my dude. The robots are attacking us.
I'm watching. Continue.
Yes. And so oh my God. Hey, Cammy, welcome. Thank you for being here. Because so well, what I did was I sent the first message on the first day, which just said Carlisle in Morse code. And then I immediately followed that up by changing my username on the Discord server to a Morse code rendition, the dots and dashes of Elias. And then the second day, after I sent a message, I immediately changed my profile picture to the art of Jackson Elias. And let me fucking tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Meg was in on the entire thing, by the way, because I told her pin every message that comes up, be ready to fuck the fans, have a good time. Here's the thing, and Meg can attest to this. I got so angry with because the fans, I love all of you so much. You're all wonderful people and you're extremely creative. You all missed the point so many times that I was screaming at Meg, just the entire time. It was great. And then I had to get Meg to kind of nudge you guys in the right direction every so often, because this was the major point of contention. They assumed that because I changed my name, the name change was part of the coded message. And they weren't getting the idea that I was trying to clue them into the idea that Jackson is sending these messages.
Honestly, that's a
it's
valid
totally
assumption.
valid. Totally valid. But it took a few poking and proddings. It was totally valid. I have no rights. Yes, I know. But it was just Meg and I screaming at each other, just until Meg had to be like, hey guys, maybe the username changes and the messages aren't the same code. Which I loved. Hey, people assuming that it had something to do with Carlisle Elias, great, cool. I loved the theories, and you guys did get there, and you guys did a great job. I'm not gonna rag on you guys whatsoever. I truly, all of my rage came from a place of love and fun. It was always just it threw me back to my my alternate reality gaming days. It was a good time. But yeah, I just sent them these messages that they got, and they're all like, "Oh my God, we're gonna get the answers to this in the in the last episode. What does this mean?" And no, it was just a teaser for campaign 2. The closest you guys got to anything was the mentioning of Carlisle in the finale, which I will have you know I watched the ending of the finale on the Twitch VOD several times just so I could see all of the people that typed out in all caps Carlisle when I mentioned it in the Telegram. It was great.
Also, don't feel bad about it being, quote, wrong.
Yeah.
Xander should have expected this. He's
Yeah.
been a DM for 30 bajillion years.
No.
He should have known better.
I went into this expecting it. Don't worry. I'm still gonna get angry. But I have players who spend 45 minutes on a door once, so you know, this just...
Oh, were you one of those players, bro?
It wasn't 45 minutes, but it was a long time. I'm sitting there like, you know, there's like a high probability that like we established there's a barrier here. There's like a high probability he's just gonna run straight into it, and we still spent. You know what? No, I'm outing him. The split.
Cammy knows what we're talking about.
God. This is not the soap door. It's a different campaign, guys.
Different campaign. This is Waterdeep stuff.
Listen, we had already established that there was a barrier, and then we got fucking Leo just over here like, no, but Leo, how are you gonna go through the, and Xander's just over here like, oh my god.
These motherfuckers, they spent so long talking about the idea of knocking on the door. And,
oh my god. Wait till they learn about the spell knock.
Right? But here's the thing. So they spent so long talking about approaching this door. And I'm just sitting here just like, the entire time.
You fool.
And then, because there's a thing. There's a invisible force field inches away from this door. And so they're talking about this. Kind of. And so
Which
it's just
makes
like,
it worse.
yeah. So it's like they took so long, and then after like so much time, Split says, "All right, I go knock on this door." I say, "All right, you head first into an invisible barrier, and you get knocked on your ass." It was a time and a half. For context, how easy was the solution for opening the door compared to what everyone else tried? They still haven't opened the door. They only like recently got much to, I believe it was Uzu, our friend Uzu, because it was as Louvain's credit.
Louvain MVP'd the thing.
Louvain MVP'd getting the key to this door, and it's been so many sessions, and they still haven't gone back to this door to open it.
Incredible.
Whether or not we want to bother opening the door, Xander.
Honestly, yeah, no, you're so right, bro. You're so fucking right.
Like, we're at a point in the campaign where we're, like, talking about whether or not we're gonna ditch the main quest, my dude.
Yeah. My players have just basically reached the point where they're just like, why are we doing this? Well, no,
Your
to be
first
fair,
mistake was putting a door in the campaign.
Not in a bad way. You know,
no.
like,
Here's the thing. Yeah,
kind of
this is not my players being like, we're so bored, why are we even here? It's the amount of bullshit I have put them through. Their characters are just like, man, I hate it here.
I hate this fucking family.
I hate this. Well, yes, specifically the Castellanters, but yes. God. Yeah, y'all can't even defend yourselves. You are at a point. And I have been fucking with Split hardcore. His character.
Oh my god. It's
You know the secrets, Atwas. You know the secrets. You know exactly what I'm doing.
It's delicious.
It's so good. They have no idea. They have no idea.
Basically, Split gave Xander carte blanche to just do whatever the fuck he wanted with Split's
The exact
character.
wording I asked Split, which was, how existential do you want me to go with this? And additionally, I said, I'm preparing a real would you kindly moment for you. That says everything you need to know about what I'm planning.
God, fucking made me choke on my martini. Thanks, Xander.
Excellent. God, it's been great because I have been stringing along this like ongoing mystery of people seemingly to know Split's character who've never been introduced to him priorly, you know? And also, it was great because Split told me, I spent 2 years in an insane asylum, his character, because, like, he broke on an adventure, and he's only recently, like, mentally healed, and he's, like, you know, he's just out there. And then we had a session where he went back to that asylum and asked to speak to the doctor who supervised him. And they told him, no doctor under that name has ever worked here. And additionally, his name is on the official records of patients, but nobody at that hospital remembers him being there. So Split's messaging me like, dude, what the fuck? It's great. And I have exactly what it is planned, and Atwas knows.
The plot, it thickens.
Thickens like a good roux.
Absolutely. Put some agar in that shit.
Bro,
because
I will
we're
have you
going
know.
to town.
Bro, I'll have you know I fucking hate this drawing. Please keep going.
Bro, I will have you know. Bro, I really fucking love the way you draw Kit. It
Yeah,
makes
it's
me
great.
so happy. And also, I'm glad you're putting him in the turtleneck.
It just made sense.
It really just does.
So, Atwas, do you want to go off and talk about Avernus recently?
Oh my god.
We've
All
talked
right,
a lot about
so-
Waterdeep, but, like, I think the fans have heard very little about our Avernus game. If you want to talk about that, I'm happy to talk about it.
Sure. Okay, so for context, my dear fans, that is presumptuous of me to say, my dear Internet Remix fans, Avernus is a game of Descent into Avernus that Xander is DMing, and a few of us are playing in. It is not streamed, it's sort of just a private personal game where we can fuck off without having to, you know, always worry about performing. So it is myself, Jordan, Split, and Brooke. And
For those of you who don't know who Brooke is the incredibly talented. I don't think she goes by Brookosaurus anymore. I think she just uses her full name of Brooke Morgan, VA. Brookie Morgan, I think.
Yeah.
Incredibly talented voice actress,
she's
wonderful person, and she's Jordan's incredibly like wonderful girlfriend. They are a power couple, and it's great.
Mm-hmm. So
Gross.
Descent into Avernus, yeah. You know what? You're so fucking right, bro. Gross. Anyway, so Descent into Avernus is basically the party goes to hell, and we finally made it to hell. So the characters are as follows. Split is playing a tiefling monk named Deliverance, aka Delvey, who is just the chillest motherfucker. He's a drunken master monk, and he's
So
just
good.
wonderful. He's great.
So good.
Jordan is playing Lucius Point, who is an ASMR Vengeance Paladin. So you already know I'm on top of that shit.
He's the
Vengeance
Doomslayer.
Vengeance Paladins are so fucking good, and he's the Doomslayer, and
It's great.
he's wonderful.
He's wonderful.
Brooke is playing Lillian, and Lillian is a Shatterkai, I believe.
Yeah, Shadow
rogue,
Guy.
and she is
The horniest. You
the
can
horniest.
say it. You can
She
say
is-
it on stream.
She is a bi disaster, and it's just wonderful. And I play Tig Alothantor, the kobold bard who is just bastard. So I've never played an evil character in a campaign before, but just for Avernus, I'm playing I would say he's
Lawful
neutral.
evil. Oh, is he
I'd
neutral?
say they are either neutral or lawful evil. Neutral evil or lawful evil. Definitely swinging more towards the neutral parts of it, but still a little evil. So
The most
Tig-
enabling bastard.
So basically, the premise of the campaign is that an entire fucking city gets taken to hell.
Well, allow me
And-
to extrapolate if you'd be so kind.
Yes.
Because we have talked very little about my Descent into Avernus campaign. I will say off the bat, Descent into Avernus, the published adventure, sucks ass. For reasons I've explained, and this is going to be a bit of a tangent, so bear with me. For reasons I've talked to Atwas about, very similar to how I do my Waterdeep game, I run a remixed version of Descent into Avernus. There is an incredibly talented guy named Justin Alexander. TheAlexandrian.net is his blog. He has great GM advice, and he's remixed Waterdeep Dragon Heist. He's remixing Descent into Avernus. He makes these adventures better. And let me tell you, you know what? Hold on. You know what? Oh no, for effect, I will narrate how my game went first. In the beginning, and then I will narrate how the book works. Because I told Atwas this yesterday, and Atwas was like fucking shooketh.
Well, I've flipped through the book when it first came out because I never thought I'd play an Avernus campaign, so I did some.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with the thing.
Yeah,
cool concepts, execution.
Yeah, so, in our Avernus campaign, I told everybody to create characters that we were going to begin in the holy city of Elturel, in the theocratic nation of Elturgard. And, I told them, lore about, they have this order of knights called the Hell Riders, because, 100 years ago, an angel led them into a battle against devils in hell. I gave them all this lore. I told them, we're starting in the city of Elturel. And they created characters for this. Jordan's character, Lucius, is a Hell Rider, because I encouraged at least one player should be a Hell Rider. And so so Lucius Point is a Hell Rider Paladin. And, we started the campaign. They're in the city of Elturel. And Lucius, who is from Elturel, Jordan gives me entire family notes on, the entire, his entire family. And so, their quest is simple. These people have been assembled for their own motivations, whether it be just for treasure or boredom or a mission that their superiors are sending them on, to go investigate these, disappearances out in the fields, a day and a half, a day's travel or less from the city of Elturel. So they go out, they find this abandoned cathedral, this chapel out in the plains, half a day's travel from Elturel. And they get there, they fight some gnolls, they fight some demonic cultists, cultists of Yenogu, the beast of butchery, the lord of savagery.
People almost do a cannibalism to go through a portal.
It was great.
It was
great. They meet a little golden furred winged elephant creature named Lulu. She's the best. She's the best. She's known as a Hollyphant. She's the best.
Precious.
And
baby.
They kill the cultists, and they decide to head back to Elturel after they clear out the place. So they're walking back to Elturel. They ascend a hilltop. They see,
and then
they see this. Hold on one second. They see the city of Elturel as they rise over a hilltop. On the banks of the river Kyanthar. Gleaming. The city of Elturel has a second sun, this big glowing orb that sits over it called the Companion. And then they descend that hill into a valleyway. Go off, Atwas. Go off.
So, as we return to the city of Elturel, we go down into the last valley between us and the city itself. And as we begin to ascend the last hill, all of a sudden, we hear a crack. It's as if the earth itself has split open. It is so loud. The thunderous noise is enough to make everyone practically panic. We rush up the ridge, and as we make it to the crest of the very last hill before Elturel, we see a crater. The entire city of Elturel is gone. The second flaming radiant sun, the Companion, is gone. There is
smoldering
nothing.
Crater where the city of Elturel.
Smoldering crater. It is miles across. It is miles deep. The river itself is spilling out where the docks would have been into the crater itself. There's nothing but confusion and smoke and and
chat.
A little extra.
I love it. I love it. Mwah, chef's kiss. And you know what the best part is, chat? That's where I ended the first session.
It was. Oh no, chat. The whole city was not on fire. The whole city was fucking gone.
The entire it wasn't the city was on fire. Where the city once stood was a crater, a smoking crater.
Emptiness.
An empty crater where the city once stood. Now, side tangent. Jordan was fucking pissed at me.
Jordan gave Xander an entire family tree and hierarchy of the Hell Riders, and he was a noble, and every part of his character was based in Elturel, and all of a sudden Elturel's fucking gone.
So, with that in mind, now that you have the setting in mind, Atwas, would you like to guide them through what transpired after the fall of Elturel?
Yes. After the fall of Elturel, first off, Lucius Point, the Hell Rider, one of the protectors of the city, automatically, because of him, and also with him, we rush to what is left of the city, the suburbs on the side, people who happen to be just outside the walls, and we begin to assemble refugees, any survivors, people who are lucky or unlucky enough to be caught outside. And after some time, we assemble as many people as we can, and we effectively start a caravan. And the object of our caravan is the nearest large city called Baldur's Gate. Now, Baldur's Gate and Elturel have a bit of a contentious relationship. As Xander mentioned, Elturel is a theocracy. Baldur's Gate is a wonderful city of sin. So you can see they don't get along. And not only that, but there was an entire diplomatic envoy from Baldur's Gate in Elturel when it vanished. So there's all sorts of bullshit happening. So basically, the party assembles as many survivors, as many refugees as we can, and we decide to head off first to the closest fort. We manage, after days of travel, we manage to make it to the fort. They don't have room. They already have enough refugees, so we get turned away and told maybe go up to Baldur's Gate. And it's about a 10-day of travel at this point, and we're almost to Baldur's Gate when suddenly, all of a sudden, something interesting happens. Something people that we had, spoken with before, people who were used to be guards in Elturel, decided to fly very different colors. In fact, they were cultists of some kind, cultists of Zariel, of all things. I believe we were made aware that Zariel was a fallen angel. In fact, Zariel was the very same angel that led the Hell Riders into hell in the first place before she fell. So,
Correct.
Cultists of Zariel had infiltrated our caravan and almost killed our paladin and our monk. We managed barely to fight them off, and amongst the mire and confusion in the next few days, we made it to Baldur's Gate. So, Baldur's Gate, city of sin, amidst on the bank of a river in between mountains, and the gates are closed. There are already refugees here. Baldur's Gate is full. The mercenary company that is in charge of Baldur's Gate and keeping the peace, the Flaming Fist, they are refusing entry to everyone. Naturally, we're adventurers, so that doesn't fucking stand. So we do our best to take care of our people. We sign up with the Flaming Fist, and our people get into Baldur's Gate, and we get embroiled in a bit of a conspiracy. The refugee camps, at this point, it's been about 10 to 12 days since the fall of Elturel, more than enough time for people to get here. The refugee camps set up all around the outskirts of the massive Baldur's City wall, and Baldur's Gate City wall, pardon. And there have been disappearances. There have been corpses that have been found in, city parks, all sorts of interesting things. So the party, being employed all of a sudden by the mercenary guild that does the whole law and order thing in Baldur's Gate. It's up to us to figure out what the fuck is going on. So following a trail of bodies and a trail of paperwork, we realize that specifically refugees are being targeted. Refugees, people who wouldn't be missed. And not only that, they're being targeted via false paperwork. So somebody is out there giving people paperwork that says, yes, you can go into Baldur's Gate. And then they are brought in, something happens, they are murdered, and then they are dumped. So our investigations lead us.
Now, I'm not sure, was, actually, no, sorry, keep going. I'll comment in a minute.
Yes. So our investigations lead us from a city, from a slightly independent, slightly city park that is maintained by an eccentric dwarf druid, where the bodies have been dumped, to a tannery. In fact, a very interesting tannery, a tannery that is entirely a ship. And we decide to go investigate. And, naturally, we go in a little low-key. It's like, we're here, we're trying to find work for refugees, we're trying to solve, quote, the problem. Spoilers, chat. They were all fucking cultists. Go fucking figure. The entire tannery boat was nothing but cultists. So, after negotiations went a little sour, there's a fight.
They meant murder.
Shit happened. Murder happened. People tried to escape, and then the cultists that tried to escape tripped on their own ankles and ended up plummeting like 50 feet into the cobblestone below the docks where the tannery ship was parked. And we do some more investigation. Lucius and Lillian, that would be the paladin played by Jordan, and the rogue played by Brooke, decide to go below decks, figure out what they can do. And unfortunately, Lucius almost gets fucking killed. And that's when we first figure out that he's an Azamar. Because the killing blow doesn't hit quite right, if you know what I'm saying. So we have multiple leads. We have evidence of a fucking cult. We have, frankly, rather gruesome evidence of the fact that people were being brought through here to be processed. So we bring back our information to the Flaming Fist. The Flaming Fist is, of course, the mercenary company that brings, keeps the peace, quote unquote, in Baldur's Gate. And, there's some political things going on with the Flaming Fist. So we end up working
primarily since the main leader of Baldur's Gate was in Elturel when it fell.
Shh, detail. Oh, there's a very big power vacuum, I believe you would call it, yes?
Yes.
So yes, there's a massive power vacuum, and our group of very varied and interesting adventures is kind of the wild card in this situation. So we get given, basically, we get to do whatever the fuck we want. We're given instructions. We uncover the cult, we figure out what the fuck is happening with the murders, because that would, appease the refugees and appease the people in Baldur's Gate. So we do some digging. We find from documents from within the tannery ship and other clues from around Baldur's Gate, we find that there is a labyrinth of tunnels underneath a bathhouse, an inn and a bathhouse. So we go down. Now, see, the fun thing is that this bathhouse is operated by one of the political enemies of the Flaming Fist leader that we sort of, quote, allied ourselves with. So we go down and we encounter a cult of the Dead Three. Now, the Dead Three are, what would you say, demon princes, Xander?
No, not at all. They're not demon princes. The Dead Three is, in the Forgotten Realms, that's Bane, Merkel, and Baal. Bane, the god of tyranny, Merkel, the god of death, and Baal, the god of murder. They're not demon princes, but they are just...
Okay.
3 not good gods.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for clarifying.
Of course.
So we first off, I want to let you know, Chad. We go to this fucking bathhouse and our rogue decides to open the door and
So
Go ahead. Go.
So one of the many things I tell people about in terms of GMing advice is, because obviously the whole natural 20 on a skill check is an optional rule. Because in the rules as written, it says that that's not a thing. A lot of people do that though. Now there's 2 ways to approach this. You can either be stupid and have a natural 20 mean a complete success at 100%, or you do the more rational, sensible thing, which is a natural 20 on a skill check achieves the best possible success within the reality of the situation. So for example, if you rolled a natural 20 on a persuasion check against a king to give him his crown, a natural 20 persuasion check would result in, say, the king laughing his ass off and not beheading you for attempted treason. So of him thinking that you're telling a hilarious joke, and then he rewards you with a land title or something because he likes to cut a jib.
Basically, for any aspiring GMs out there,
Yes.
if something is impossible,
Yeah.
don't fucking let your players roll for it because it's fucking impossible.
For real.
Anyway.
Yeah, 100%. There are several times now where I've been like, can I make a roll to see what this is? I'm like, no, you would have no idea. Or no, this is absolutely impossible. In this case, and this was not an impossible case, but before entering the bathhouse, Lucius, played by Jordan, the paladin, said, I try the handle. I jiggle the handle. Like, okay, you see that it's unlocked. Great. So Lillian's like, I sneak inside. And she rolls a natural 20. And I have to, pause to explain. So here's the deal. You open this door so quietly. However, because Lucius audibly jiggled the handle, the 3 cultist guards who are inside the next room are all looking at the door. So as you sneakily enter, you see 3 cultists who very much see you enter. Unfortunately.
And that was a fucking cliffhanger.
And that's where we ended the session.
All right.
Please keep going. I will be right back, but please keep going.
All right. We'll keep going. So we dispatch the cultists because they're fucking cultists, guys. Come on. So we dispatch the cultists and we find a secret entrance into the catacombs below the bathhouse. So we go through and there's a whole thing about how, as I mentioned before, one of the political opponents of the people that we are with in the Flaming Fist is another, high-ranking member of said Flaming Fist. She's the one who's been in charge of infrastructure, and it turns out she's been a cultist this entire fucking time. And her family is sort of made up of cultists too, and they've been using their position of managing the infrastructure to sort of make their own sort of, I would say, compound after effect. So we go through this place and, shenanigans happen, stealth checks happen, people almost die, we free some prisoners, and we manage to somehow convince one of the cultist leader's sons that we will, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, as a famous band would say. So we get him to cooperate with us, and he agrees to corroborate with us with this whole thing because, he was never really into the quote religion, cult shit. He was just, along for the ride with his family. So we managed to break this whole cult thing down, imprison people, but we still have another sibling, and we have the matriarch, the head cultist of this family to deal with. So we basically get told, you're free agents. Go deal with them. And so our party is like, we're free agents. Sure. So we travel through Baldur's Gate. We go up into the portion of the city that where the nobility lies, and we scope out the mansion. And actually, this is a little relevant. We're not the only people scoping out the mansion. In fact, there's a group of folks who actually met us outside the bathhouse, who are also scoping out this. Other cultists, different cultists, mind you. Cultists that my own personal character, Tig, the kobold bard, is very chill with. You see, something was taken from these dragon cultists and they fucking want it back. So Tig is over here like, yeah, we'll scratch your back if you scratch ours. And so a deal was struck. We all decided to infiltrate the manor together. And, well, first off, sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of ourselves. Our rogue had an entire fucking session that would have been Brooke, aka Lillian, the rogue. She just went buck fucking wild inside this mansion. She got invisibility cast on her by Tig. She just went all the way down. She reconned the entire fucking thing. She went through the mansion itself. She went through the upper rooms. She went into the cellars. She went into the basements. She went into the connecting sewer system. And she got a lot of fucking intel before fucking Talking Shield ruined it all. Talking Shields, man. Just the absolute worst. Am I right? So, after she comes back with recon, and after the dragon cultists come back with some architectural plans, we go in and we do some work. Now, the son of the cultist mother was like, you guys should work for me, because I don't know, power, hubris. He's a bitch. He's got, demons working, little imps working for him. Total piece of shit, right? So, and, I'm holding one of your refugees hostage, one that you're attached to, details. So basically, we end up going in, we end up going through, we end up going all the way down to the cellar. We fight some cultists, we take a magic shield, we find that the leader of Elturel is actually here, which is very strange because, as you recall, chat, Elturel was wiped off the map entirely. It's nothing but a fucking crater, and yet here is the High Observer, the ultimate theocrat, and he is cowering in some cultist base in Baldur's Gate. So, our resident Hellrider, Lucius Point, is, as far as he knows, his family's been murdered. As far as he knows, the place he grew up is gone forever. And he sees the man responsible, and he wants justice, because apparently, this High Observer has been working for the cult the whole time. And my bard looks at Lucius and says, well, first off, the cult is like, well, who made you? Who are you? What authority do you have? Well, he's the last Hellrider, My bard sort of looks over. Well, I believe that makes you judge, jury, and executioner. And trust me, Chad, executioner he became. Beautiful. Did I mention that my character's a little evil? Shh, it's fine.
I was there for this session. I was listening in this time. And I remember that, and I was just like, oh no. That was a moment.
Oh, it was. So, Tig basically just enables the paladin, and it's wonderful. So, the High Observer gets his skull split by a morning star's brain spilled across the cobble, and frankly, honestly, it's what he deserved. But we find some more information down here in the sewers and the catacombs. We find that there has been a pact made. Now, the interesting thing about demonic pacts is that pacts are written on one thing, and then they're split in two. One goes to, the mortal making the pact, and the second half goes to the devil who is fulfilling the pact. So we have found in this infernal puzzle box one half of a pact. And we have found that actually the companion, you remember the companion, this bright, shining sun that hangs over Elturel. It's fairly politically important. There's a whole thing with vampires and anyway. So the companion was provided to rout the vampire threat. Not through divine favor, but through a devilish pact. And so as a result, one of the previous High Observers 50 years ago made this pact. And on the day that Elturel disappeared, on the day that smoking crater happened, that's when the pact ran out. Because in exchange for the companion, the High Observer offered the entire fucking city of Elturel and every soul in it. And that is what happened. And that was the answer to where Elturel went and what happened. So,
The entire city got dragged to hell, motherfuckers.
With that knowledge, we go to the biggest bastion of knowledge, a city called Candlekeep, which is basically a massive fucking library. And we get there, we speak to some hellish scholars. Not scholars who are hellish, but scholars who specialize in the hellish aspect.
One might say infernal.
Infernal, one might say, of the metaphysical. And we get the opportunity to be plane shifted to hell. So naturally, we take it. And Traxagor, one of these scholars who also happens to be polymorphed permanently into an otter, it's just one of those things. Traxagor plane shifts us to hell. And once we get there, the entire party, we find ourselves on the streets of Elturel. Elturel like we've never seen it before. It's still very much the city that we left behind. But fire rains from the sky. There are earthquakes. Everything is wrong. So wrong. The city has been split entirely into two. And we are left here with one half of an infernal contract. See, the funny thing, chat, to destroy an infernal contract, you need another half. And the other half is held by Zariel, an angel who has fallen, but who is now the Archduke of this hell. So we need to find Zariel, find the other half of the contract, so we can void the entire thing in order to retrieve Elturel. And that's basically where we stopped off. The entire party is in hell. We're navigating our way through the entire city that's been split into two. The vampire that was supposedly conquered by the companion, well, it turns out he didn't actually die, so he's still here, and he is making himself... He's very, very comfortable being a leader again. So, yeah, let's just say that shit's fucked.
It is fucked.
Shit is fucked.
I was off getting dinner while you were explaining a lot there. So I'm not sure if you brought it up. Did you guys ever clue into the fact that the only refugees who were being targeted were descendants of Hellriders?
We did not.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's not a major spoiler. That's not a major spoiler. But yeah, no, the only people...
I don't think we ever got to that.
If you had, well, because you found the list of the scroll on Amric Vanthamper, and if you had compared the names on that list, the names of the people who were killed, or if you had interviewed the surviving kin of the people who were killed, the victims of the murders, you would have found out that they all had ancestors who were Hellriders.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, no, because that makes sense, because on one of the Vanthampers, we found a scroll that was a family tree.
Yep.
Or sort of like a tree of all the Hellriders and all the nobility. Very interesting. Anyway, I spent a shit ton of time talking, so Sorry about that, and somebody else fucking do it, because I'm parched.
Hydrate your damn self.
You have a really good radio voice.
Really? You
Mm-hmm.
think so?
Yeah,
Oh,
but she has-
100%.
Okay. That means a lot. Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude. Great storytelling as always.
I'm gonna chug this gamer juice. Alright.
Yeah, so the Avernus campaign's going well. We had a solid 3 months where we didn't get to play because of Call of Cthulhu. But we did a session this past Tuesday, so
But that also gives us Call of Cthulhu, so like yo, not to be like supremely homosexual on main, but Xander, I fucking love Call of Cthulhu so much.
aww.
I love these characters and I love the campaign. And bro, not to be homosexual on main, but
I expect this from you now. Continue.
yeah, as you should. I love Sunil Pandey. He's just the best. Chat, you guys have no fucking idea. Anyway,
It's so
God.
good.
sorry, I've been talking forever. I'm gonna stop talking. Somebody
No,
else.
you're Atwas. You're good.
All right,
Atwas,
so
they only get to see you once a week. They see me at least twice a week.
yeah, for real.
And like 90% of the time when they see you, you're Corellian, so like it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you insist.
Good shit, my dudes. Good shit.
God, I'm trying to figure out. Like, I'm trying to figure this out because Kristen described Sybil as trendy, but I can't imagine her with any longer hair, and I believe that short hair is trendy.
Mhm.
But I haven't figured out what decade I'm doing this in because this is giving some 80s vibes.
Honestly, like, I would say basically just because you have computer age up there, like, I mean, that's when computers are getting
Listen.
hot, you know?
Listen, if Sybil was not in a Call of Cthulhu campaign, she would absolutely be in a Tales from the Loop campaign.
God, you're
Because
so right.
I'm just like, I need okay, so in the 80s, did online forums like exist? They weren't super popular.
Oh god, no, that would have been far more 90s than
Yeah.
80s.
Then I need to like make her. She's 90s enough. I don't really need to add anything to her to make her any 90s or.
Oh, sorry. This is a little okay. It's a little related, but it's also just fun history
it's the
fact that
90s.
Atwas remembered because Atwas does a lot of history research. So, fellas, friends, pals, you owe a lot of what you're doing right now to an actress who is most active in the 1940s, Hedy Lamarr.
Yep, Hedy Lamarr. Yep, I
Famous
knew you were gonna say.
actress.
Yep.
Fucking invented Wi-Fi and
Yep.
Bluetooth. What a queen.
What a queen.
What a queen.
Very few people know, and that pisses me off. Hedy Lamarr is a fucking goddess.
God, yes.
Now, Turtlebird brought something up here, which was Call of Cthulhu AU and Tales from the Loop with the cast.
Ooh.
So, I am opening up my copy of Tales from the Loop right now. Hold on.
God.
And I'm going to talk to the one and only player of Sunil Pandey and Kit Sullivan. We're going to loosely talk about what that might look like.
Okay.
All right.
So, because Bro and Atwas, you two have never played in Tales from the Loop. But I definitely want to get you two in there at some point because I think you guys would very much enjoy it. You especially, Bro, because it's a very rules-light game. There's not a lot to, like, there's not a lot of crunch in it. It's a very narrative system, but with enough rules that you can do fun shit. And you do very well in Call of Cthulhu, and you do great in our D&D games. But I know at the same time, it's just like...
Bro, you're great.
I love you too, Atlas.
But I know at the same time that you can also, as a newer tabletop gamer, you're sometimes intimidated by the amount of crunch. Even like lighter crunch. But Tales from the Loop is simple. I'm not talking like full character creation for these lads here, but like looking at like, because like, you know, there aren't classes or occupations in Tales from the Loop. There's, you know, the kid archetypes, and yeah, they're all kids. So all the cast, they're like, in Tales from the Loop you can play a kid who's between the age of like 10 and 15. And the kid archetypes are hold on, let's see if I can get the, there it is. The kid archetypes are the bookworm, the computer geek, the hick, the jock, the popular kid, the rocker, the troublemaker, and the weirdo. Which one do you think your characters are?
Oh my god.
Give me the list again.
Yes, please.
Bookworm, computer geek, hick, jock, popular kid, rocker, troublemaker, or weirdo.
Okay. For Kit would kind of be the weirdo, though.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Kit's always been the quote odd duck in his family, so
God, do I have to
Yeah.
run a fucking Call of Cthulhu Kids Tales from the Loop one shot? Damn, I
maybe.
guess I need to. I guess I
I mean,
need
we have time.
to. We do. We do. Between Berlin and this, yeah.
God. I think Sunil would be Bookworm, not to be like
Yeah,
blatantly obvious, but
most likely. Yeah. Now the thing is, but here's the follow-up question. So Tales from the Loop has a sequel system called Things from the Flood. And so Tales from the Loop is set in the 80s. Things from the Flood is set in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, where is it? There it is. So in Tales from the Loop, you play kids. In Things from the Flood, you play teenagers. And you can, so, you know, in Loop, you can be between 10 and 15. In Flood, you can be between 14 and 19. Now, in Loop, your character can't die. In Flood, your character can die. And so your teens, the teen archetypes are, and I'll list these slowly, are the hacker, the jock, the lone wolf, the motorhead, the party animal, the raver, the rocker, the seeker, the snob, and the street kid. What do you think your 90s teenager character would look like?
what is a seeker?
A seeker, I can tell you that right now, hold on. I've never run Flood, even though it's the exact same system, just, yeah. The seeker is like a, kind of like a cultist. Like a teenager who's kind of like fallen in with like supernatural occult kind of vibes. So it's
that
Sybil.
one kid in high school.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Sorry, I have flashbacks.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's like the kid who's like all into like the witchcraft, Wicca, and an occult and all of that stuff. So that's what a seeker is. A seeker of truth, one might say. It's like if you blend a conspiracy theorist with with an occultist, essentially. So we know that's teenager Sybil. Like, we all know that.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
Read the options again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, totally. Hacker, jock, lone wolf, motorhead, party animal, raver, rocker, seeker, snob, and street kid.
I mean, I know what Kit would be, and that would be a lone wolf.
I buy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's Kit Sullivan, you know.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
thinking
got too
about.
much baggage.
God, I'm thinking about Sunil progressing into a teen.
God, I'm just thinking about Sunil Pandey.
I'm just thinking.
I just.
Xander, where do you think he would fall? In
Sunil? I could see him going one of two. Not even one of two. One of three ways. Depending,
Oh.
yeah, one of three ways. I could see him possibly being the hacker, you know?
Oh my God.
If only because, why not?
I'm sorry.
could-
I just imagined Sunil doing the whole.
I'm in Monday.
I could
same range.
I could also see him being the snob, potentially. Not that he is a snob, but he is a very preppy person. So I could see him falling underneath like the preppy snob kind of archetype, depending on certain things that happen to him. But on the same token, I could also kind of see him be like a bit of a either a party animal or a raver.
Oh my God. 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 Oh my
You
God.
named the three that I was going between, so just
Sunil is. I mean, we kind of established that like the older Sunil gets, the more chaotic he gets. So if you like start out as a kid and go to teenager, then I mean, logically.
logically under the assumption that Sunil starts like a little bit like earlier being.
By the
Oh
way,
my
for
God.
any of those...
Chat is split. Chat is
that's-
split.
Yeah, I can see that. By the way, chat, a little insight for you. For any of you who watch my few Tales from the Loop sessions I did for IR, like, what, a year and a half ago? Something like that. The cast, did loosely talk about character progression into things from the Flood as they grew up. And now, Loop, I never want to say a project is dead, but it's our Loop campaign, it's not on the priority list of games that I want to run for no other reason than just like I have a commitment with Call of Cthulhu and we're running that. And so it's just kind of like Tales from the Loop was always kind of like a thing. We had discussed Tales from the Loop as an option before we settled on Call of Cthulhu for a stream mix of this year. But for those of you who watched my game, we did talk about where everyone would be. And I feel comfortable like saying that. So I think in a Flood campaign, obviously Janice and Damien would still have, the rocker and the jock for their guys. I think we said that like JoJo's character would probably end up being Lone Wolf or Motorhead, depending either one way or the other, depending. What surprised me the most, but also made the most sense to me based on the argument I got, was Nancy took the party animal archetype. And I was like, Queen, what? And Queen's reasoning was, well, after Helen told her that girls with glasses are fucking hot, she kind of like loosens up and like is less of a computer geek and starts just really just fucking going to parties and shit in her like teenage years. I'm like, yo, I'm here for this. God. Good shit though.
Good fucking shit.
I've been meaning to introduce Atwas and Bro and Cammy to Tales from the Loop because, well, Cammy likes angst. And
Same.
what's a better forum for angst than playing prepubescent kids in 1980s America?
Hey, Xander, so I kind of like, not to like be out of my lane or anything, but I've already like sort of thought about a Loop character.
Let's make them. We're gonna make a character sheet for them.
Oh shit, oh fuck, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for this, but
We're
sure.
doing it, kiddo. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Question to Bro and Atwas though, do we want to take a break on the stream or are we just vibing?
I need to go get some more water.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying. Is because I got up and we got dinner. Do we want to have an official break on this stream? Or do we just want to have a thing where it's just like person gets up and leaves to go do a thing real quick and they can just come back and rejoin? Since we're basically just sitting here vibing. I'm fine either way, but I want to ask what you two want to do.
I'm kind of like in a zone, so if we take a break, I might get out of the zone.
Okay, ladder then. The
Yeah,
ladder.
let's do it.
In that
Yeah.
case, with the ladder, I need to go fucking get some water because I am
Go
parched.
do it!
I've talked more today than I've talked in a while, and that's saying something because I was off work for like a week. I had a week of PTO. I had a shit ton of talking, and it was great.
It
but
was
I've still talked more
great.
today than I
We're all
have.
so happy for Atwas. Atwas needed a break. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch that. Can you read that? Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Fuck off. All right. Yeah, gonna get that beverage, son.
Beverage. God. So I love this turtleneck, Kit Sullivan, so much.
I just have a weakness for Kit Sullivan and turtlenecks, and apparently that's just what he wears in
Yeah.
his free time,
Yeah.
according to Atwas. So I'm down. God, I'm drawing, like, I've decided to call it the computer age, and it's just like anywhere between 80 to 2001.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 2005, but like the 2000s. I didn't want to do the 2010s because I don't feel like looking up like semi-current outfits.
God, you're valid.
But I'm just like, yeah, no, I can draw semi-modern AU Call of Cthulhu self-indulgent. That's so self-indulgent. I love Kit Sullivan. I should say
Kit's
that when Atlas
great.
is actually here to hear me. Kit Sullivan is a national treasure and deserves better.
It is very likely, I will say, that Kit Sullivan. Well, sorry, remind me, who's older, Kit or Sunil?
Kit, by a year.
It is extremely likely that Kit will turn 30 during the course of season 2.
Yup. And isn't there like a thing with that?
No, you don't get any adjustments until you hit 40.
Oh wait, you said 30 last time.
I double checked the rules.
God damn it.
Whoops. Yeah, the
Whoops,
older you
I've
get in
been
Call of
sitting-
Cthulhu, the more points you lose in strength, or the more points in like education you get, as you kind of like develop experience.
God, I can't believe Sunil Pandey is going to be the weakest man alive.
Yeah.
He's already so weak. That's what he gets for being a nerd.
God, what a nerd.
Nerd. Also, he probably would go for I had it and then I lost it. He probably would go for snob.
Yeah, that's fair.
His parents are rich.
Hmm. I mean, yeah.
He's not like, he himself is not like snobby, but like he would probably fall mostly under the snob stereotype. Because as much as elite hacker Sunil tickles my goddamn bones, God, it's just one of those things where it's like he doesn't have the attention span. Okay, let me rephrase that. Sunil has an attention span that goes for eons if it's something he's super interested in. I don't think computers is one of those things.
Yeah, fair.
It's like, God, I love drawing Kit Sullivan. I never draw him correctly, but like, I at least draw him consistently, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, fair. Absolutely fair.
'80s to 2000s Kit. Did my handwriting just hecking change in the middle of me writing a sentence? Go back to what you were doing. Thank you.
God. I'm gonna divert my attention to the chat for a little bit.
You should do that.
I am. Man. God, I love the Call of Cthulhu cast so much. Bro and Split were wonderful additions to the cast. We love James and we love Sunil.
God.
And I am
James
so fucking happy that my ship of James and Sybil is canon. Alright, I'm gonna let Cammy Cat in
You
here.
gonna let Cammy into vibe?
I'm gonna let Cammy into vibe.
I'm gonna DM her something real quick.
I'm sorry for the for the delay. I was incapacitated. That's not the right word. I had to go talk to someone about a. Anyway,
Alright.
Cammy.
Yes, Cammy is we're opening.
The cat
Yes.
herself.
Vibe check.
Welcome.
A vibe check.
Yes, a vibe check.
She
State
was-
your name.
She was clawing at the walls enough that I figured I was either gonna have to spend the money on the plaster or just let her in anyway, and I decided, nah. Yeah.
You cannot avoid the vibe.
It's
Sorry.
not a vibe.
Really?
There's a vibe.
Never mind.
No,
Continue.
no, go
No,
off,
no,
Atwas, go
no.
off.
No, I was calling out chat because chat's like, Kit doesn't need to look hotter, but welp, and I'm just like, chat,
Listen,
chill.
Kit's hot, man.
Okay, I'm, you know, I'm glad people think so because Kit sure fucking doesn't.
Shh, I pat his face. Shh. There.
Anyway, vibe check.
Vibe, not a vibe.
Let's see.
God.
Uh,
Let the chat be thirsty over Kit. Let nature take its course.
You know, God, when you put it like that,
Well,
God,
fuck.
you're so fucking right.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
I
Pretty
like
much.
that Kit just, you know, I kind of like that. The fact that Kit just has scars, no matter what. It's just sort of Kit. You know, chat, I'm gonna tell you, I drew, for reference purposes, I drew Kit before the during the Great War, and it's fucking weird.
It's so weird.
I saw
like-
it and I was just like, who is that?
This. Cammy, do you want to see?
Gimme.
I will post it in the in-call. And you know what, chat? Because you are so lovely and wonderful, I will give it to you guys.
Oh, I can
Which
put it on
chat?
stream.
You can put it on stream.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll just put it
Go
on
for it,
stream.
gamer. I
Go
will still
for
give
it,
it to you
yes.
directly, Cammy.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's very
God, I
good.
almost copied the wrong image and that would have been terrible.
That would have been interesting. That would have been very interesting.
Terrible, you say? Hey, Cammy.
Yes.
Cammy, do you want to be sad?
Let me be sad. That's part of my everyday life.
Cammy
Go
needs
for
to
it,
meet her
Cammy.
daily soft quota.
Meet my daily soft sad quota.
Go be sad, Cammy.
My sad quota's being filled.
So basically, because chat, I have no fucking self-control and I do a shit ton of research. I don't know if you guys know, but I know like the exact division, battalion, and everything the Kit was in during the Great War. So I was on a kick today, which is I'm finally gonna fucking figure out what badges and insignia would have been on Kit's uniform, and then I got carried away, and then I did an entire fucking illustration. Oops.
Whoopsie!
Oops. So, I also just one last thing before we move on. I'm so sorry for interrupting.
No, keep
but
going.
this is important. So it worked out fucking perfectly. When I first created Kit, I knew just a few things. 1, Kit's Irish. 2, Kit's a veteran. 3, Kit's from New York City. Turns out there is a infantry battalion that is historically Irish and historically from New York City, and it's the 165th, which is also known as the Fighting 69th. So, but
Nice.
also the
Nice.
division that the 165th was in World War One was the 42nd, which is the Rainbow Division. So it just
Rainbow.
It just worked out real good, you
It
know?
worked out real
Aw.
good.
Also,
Isn't it
yeah,
great when that
Kit has
happens?
red hair. Did you guys not know that Kit had red hair? Kit
We,
has, like, auburn hair.
yeah, you've never shared an image of.
Oh,
Nope, you've never
fuck.
shared. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one
Okay.
I saw was like a very specific one, and that's what I've been using because it's the only one I have.
It was the ice skating one, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. No, Kit has dark auburn hair and, like, pale green eyes. So,
Mm,
I will,
delicious.
chat, give me a second. No, fuck, I can't share that because that's, fuck. Ah, life is
Whoops.
suffering. Life is suffering. Well, I guess chat saw a kid without his facial scar, so I suppose I can share
Yeah.
that one.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Un momento, por favor.
Alrighty
Please.
then. How are
Oh,
you
good.
doing, Cammy?
I'm doing okay. I am just a little bit tired. But that's kind of how I am every day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Does anybody have James's reference? Can they like throw it? at me?
Oof.
No.
James's reference? No, not offhand.
It's in, is it not in the OneNote?
It's
The OneNote
probably
is
in the
farther
OneNote.
away. The OneNote
Oh.
is further away than the.
I did
Uh,
try
art channel.
the Cinnaholic place. I tried
How
the
is
cinnamon
it?
roll place.
Oh, did you? How was it?
Yeah.
No, the
Way
file is too
too much
powerful.
icing. Way too much
Mm,
icing.
bummer.
I could not taste anything.
Bummer.
It was all icing.
Bummer.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, duly noted. Next time, just get the plain one with icing on the side.
Next time, just go to Cinnabon.
I'm getting
That's
you
all
James.
Okay, because I was scrolling through the thing and I was like, they can see my mouse.
There you go, big boy.
No, you.
I DM'd it to you.
Thank you.
What are you oohing in reaction to, Cammy?
I'm a wooing. I'm a wooing it too, Wolf.
Oh, at Dawn?
At
Yeah.
dawn. Yeah.
I was about to point that out. Yeah.
I'm a wooing.
Nose? Nose.
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 Everyone's noses in this goddamn campaign are so pronounced and specific, and I usually ignore them. But I'm trying not to do that.
I'm sorry, I have a specific nose reference.
No, see, here's the thing. Kit's nose isn't hard to draw. It really fits his face. It's mostly Mason and James.
I will be right back, so go off. But, like, I'm gonna fucking twist Atwas' arm for a loop character when I get back, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Right, sorry, chat, I'm getting you color reference. Right, I'm on that, hold up.
As soon
I
as you
will-
get it, I will throw it up on stream.
Yes.
Yay.
You know, that just might be the easier thing to do. Instead of me trying to find the fucking Discord link, I'll just upload what I have to you.
Mm-hmm.
Scrolling through my shit.
The 1920s disaster gang is known for two things: eldritch hangovers and overly complex noses.
This is anyway, good fucking enough. This is like the first color reference I did of Kit. So there you go.
Whoop. Give me Kit. No, give me Kit.
Give me Kit or give me death.
I love Kit.
Me too. It's a shame he's a
So
Call of
mean
Cthulhu
to
character.
him.
Dang.
Look at the babe.
There you go. There's Kit. There's some color reference for you
Some color
guys.
Kit.
That's about like 1916 Kit, I believe.
He's
So
a very pretty man.
he was.
Still is.
He
Fuck
was.
you. Stop it.
I was.
Stop it. No.
It's okay. It's all right.
No. Stop it.
It's okay, chat. You are legally allowed to thirst after Kit. It's fine. I mean, it's fine.
Everyone agrees it should be in the present tense.
Present tense.
Was he drafted or did he volunteer? Says my
Kit.
God can't see.
Okay, so, hey chat, you guys are getting some juicy Kit stuff today. All right, so Kit was Kit had just graduated from Harvard Medical School and volunteered, actually. Was not drafted, absolutely volunteered. And that was partially because, well, to quote a certain family member that was absolutely Kit's dad, well, you know, maybe the army will make you into more of a man than you are now. So Kit volunteered. And because he volunteered, because he was a graduate from Harvard Medical School, and because he had that degree, he was an officer. So Kit was a first lieutenant in the Great War. And let me pull up the one note so I can give you guys the whole thing. You know, we're here. I'm on my bullshit. I'm on my fucking bullshit, okay? You can't stop me, chat. I'm too powerful. Kit enlisted right away because he kind of wanted to prove his dad right. Prove his dad wrong, but also, like, get approval, and it was a whole thing. So, First Lieutenant Kit Sullivan was in the 42nd Division of the American Expeditionary Forces in the 1st Army in the 165th Infantry, the 69th Fighting Irish.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
I know the fucking battles Kit was involved. Guys, when I say I did research, you have no fucking idea.
Really powerful.
I did so much research. I know all the battles Kit was involved in. I know exactly, like, when he got his major injury. So, okay. Kit was in the Somme Defensive. He was in the Champagne Marne. He was in the Aisne Marne. And he would have been in the Saint Mihiel offensive. And he was also in the very last offensive of the Great War, the Meuse-Argonne offensive, that lasted from September 26th to November 11th. And because I'm on my bullshit and I've been doing a lot of reading recently, you guys are gonna get a history lesson. So basically, the Meuse-Argonne offensive, the Argonne is a forest in France, in the north of France, up near Belgium, and it was a stronghold for the Germans because of the way the land was. It was, I believe, what you would call a hogback, which is basically two ridges with a valley in between. So super strong defensively. And this was a last-ditch sort of effort. The French really needed to push past to get the railway, the main railway hub past that. And so the Allies came in, the Allies being like the United States and the others. They came in and one last gangbusters offensive to hopefully end the war. Now, Kit's infantry battalion, the 165th, actually didn't really come into play until the very last days of the war in that Meuse-Argonne offensive. So around November 4th, they crossed the Meuse River, and the bridge was blown out behind them by German artillery, who were holding two key hills, Hill 260 in the north and Hill 252 in the south. And the object of the 165th was Hill 252. And so they went. And so they crossed the canal that was in between the river and the hill. They crossed the valley and they took the fucking hill. And it was nasty. At this point, the American soldiers had been hiking for days, for miles. It didn't become trench warfare. And not only that, but Kit's division, they were coming fresh off of another battle to relieve other divisions who were up on the Meuse-Argonne. So they take the hill, and here's where history diverges a little bit. Chat. Kit suffers his injury 2 days before the armistice.
2 days
Ha!
before the war is
Pain.
over.
Before the war is over.
Ah, I see. You've
2
chosen pain.
days before the war is over. Kit's an officer. He leads his platoon up and over. And 2 days before the armistice is when that happens to him. In the real world, the hill gets taken, and actually the 165th manages to make its way all the way past the hill into a town in Germany. And it was a resounding victory, and everything was great. But guys, you know me.
Atlas couldn't allow for it.
I couldn't allow a character to not suffer, and that was like sort of the thing. Guys, I've done so much fucking research.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it also helped that Kit was developed not in conjunction with a stream show, and so you had months of like really kind of like thinking about this character because you just loved Kit so much.
I love Kit so much.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone asks, is Kit short for anything? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like he took over your body for a second to respond to that.
Okay.
Yes, it's not my full name.
Is Kit short for anything? Yes, it is. But
Kid, what's it short for?
you can call me one of two things.
Yeah?
You can either call me Kit or Dr. Sullivan.
Ah, man! I'm like Swiper.
Yeah.
How did war change Kit's personality? That's actually a really interesting question. So, Kit has a twin sister.
Yeah,
We'll just leave
for
it at
those
that.
of you who remember,
For those of you that remember.
Aaron made one appearance.
Aaron made one appearance, but they are twins, and so yeah.
Technically two. Well, no, technically one,
One,
but like
technically
on a level two.
Yeah.
One where she was real and one where she was not.
Yeah.
Well, oh,
Uh,
yes.
Highly cursed, Queen says, "Hi, I just arrived and I see my hot daddy James."
All right,
Heart.
so
I'm glad he's
Oh,
recognizable. 'cause
I
this is
can't
the-
believe that Queen was found dead in an alleyway having been stabbed by Sybil Cordova.
Sorry, it's just the rules.
Isn't their
how it
relationship
goes.
open? She would
Oh,
be fine with it.
probably.
No,
Oh,
no, it's not because James is like not into that. Remember, we talked about
Oh,
it.
right,
no,
yeah.
No. I remember that Split said that it's open to women for like if she's going to be messing around with other men, then he's going to be messing around with other people, then
I see.
he's going to be messing around with other women. It's just like he just doesn't do dudes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Damn, that dashes. My second favorite ship in Call of Cthulhu.
I
Damn.
know.
Damn.
James and Mason, Jason.
James stays 5 feet away from all men because
If
he's
I-
not gay. Correct.
Now, correct me Atwas.
West, chilling in Cthulhu.
Off the top of my head, because I truly don't
Yes.
remember the canon answer. But is Kit short for Christopher?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure I got that.
He
Yeah.
has a good Catholic name because he comes from a good Catholic family.
Yeah.
Because Kit was actually born in Ireland and then became naturalized later.
Right. So, I'm gonna make Atwas, and actually I'm gonna rope Cammy into this too.
Oh boy.
Make a kid.
Yes.
Whoa, Xander, take me
Whoa,
to dinner first.
no.
Oh,
You
sorry.
gotta take me to dinner first.
In this economy, Cammy? Ugh.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Xander, I have a partner.
Okay, listen, y'all.
You gotta be able to take care of yourself.
Oh my god, the thirst is strong. Anyway.
What kind of jacket is this before you continue?
That's a denim jacket. No, I'm kidding.
Is it denim
God.
or leather? I need
It's
to know.
leather. No,
It's
James,
leather.
James
It's
was
leather.
leather.
It's leather.
It's leather. But
Leather.
God, the idea.
Like, fucked up collar, or does he have like a regular?
He has like a regular collar, regular leather collar. He
Okay,
doesn't.
then
Yeah.
let me remove the texture. Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry, he's not Marlon Brando in the Wild Ones.
Damn it.
Yes. God. So let's make some kids.
Yes.
No, I will not
Again.
adjust how I say that. I will not adjust how I say that.
Sure.
Why are you like this?
Let's make some kids.
All right.
Cool. I sent Cammy and Atwas a link to a fillable character sheet. We're actually gonna make this, so we're gonna do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
We're gonna do it. And because I love Tales from the Loop, I'm gonna probably end up running a game with these two chuckle fucks in there. It's gonna be great. It's probably gonna be private, but like, you know, is what it is. We gotta have some sanity off stream. Like we have like all of our energy and like all like Effie and Call of Cthulhu and stuff like that. And then just like we need games where it's like we don't have to like put on anything for an audience. Which is nice. It's nice to be able to just like not having a time slot commitment,
And you
kind
guys
of like
get like a 2-hour synopsis of it later. It's
yeah, exactly. We get more of like a beer and pretzels kind of thing where we just have a good time. Yeah. You know, it has been a hot minute since I've run Tales from the Loop, but that needs to change. So
Do we need dice?
you don't
Xander?
actually. You don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Do not require dice for Tales from the Loop. The first step of I guess I'll also link the rules PDF just for reference. The first step of creating a kid in Tales from the Loop is you pick your kid's archetype. And there are a few to
Okay.
choose from. Think of this as like a class, or an occupation.
Okay.
But your kid's archetype defines kind of some things about you. The types you can choose from are bookworm, computer geek, hick, jock, popular kid, rocker, troublemaker, and weirdo.
I like I said earlier, I already
Yeah.
sort of had a character in mind, so Jock.
Good. Hell yeah.
Read them through for me one more time.
Bookworm, computer geek, hick, jock, popular kid, rocker, troublemaker, and weirdo.
I'd probably be between rocker and popular kid.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, flip a coin if you want to, Cammy.
Okay.
Yes.
Queen says that the first step is to give them a troubling, depressing backstory. They're not allowed to be happy. God, you're so fucking right.
Yeah.
Okay. Lower than 10, rocker. Higher than 10, popular. Popular!
Well,
You're gonna be.
popular.
I'm gonna be
Thank you.
popular.
And-
I know all the right
Before we
cohorts. I'll
continue-
be good at sports. Know the slang I've got to know.
I'm sorry.
Before we continue, can one of you get me Mason?
Mason, yeah.
Yes.
I'll grab him for you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like the only one after that is
No.
Neil. I need a reference for him. So
By the way, chat, I'll use this little break to tell y'all. So, like,
There you go.
I've loosely talked about it before, but I'll talk about more here. I'm starting my own YouTube channel. I'm doing
Diggity dang.
hot diggity dang. And I'll like post things about it when things are coming out. But like, I'm probably gonna be streaming, if not this weekend, sometime next week. So like, I'll probably have that shared, like on my announcement somewhere, just so like y'all know. So be ready for that. I just figured I've guest starred in Cammy Cat streams so many times. I'm like, man, maybe I should just do my own channel. I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
gosh, you're finally not gonna. Oh, I could be really mean. I'm not going to.
what are you gonna do?
I'm holding my tongue.
No, say it. You can finally you can take over one of my streams. I've been taking over your stream, so you
No.
want to take over one of mine? Is that what you're gonna say?
type it in the chat,
No.
Cammy.
What?
Type it in the chat, Cammy.
What are you
Type it in
gonna
the chat.
type it in
DM
the
it to me,
chat?
Cammy.
Type it in the chat, Cammy. You
Give
won't.
us the juice. Oh, so I told Chad this, but Mason really is too pretty for his own good. Like, come on. What the fuck? Kimmy, I think we meant the Discord chat, but okay, go
What?
hard. Go hard.
Wow. Wow.
Jamie Cat
Nope.
Twitch said-
Nope. Leave it up.
He'll
Leave it up.
finally have his own stream. He won't mooch mine.
I mean, yeah. Hey, you know what though? The joke's on Cammy Cat, because as much as Cammy jokes about me taking over her streams, she constantly invites me to hers.
You're always available.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I just kind of like go into the chat, and then after a while, Cammy's like, "Yo, just get in call."
Yeah. Oh my god, for real. It's fine. I'll let Cammy take over my streams every so often.
Yeah, but the thing is, you'll be doing D&D stuff still, and I still don't know anything.
But, like, I want to teach you.
Yeah, but it's like in when you're out the other.
I mean, fair.
Oh,
That sounds like a you problem.
Wow.
Anyway.
Loop characters, right?
So,
Team? Loop
right?
characters.
Teenagers.
Characters.
The second step of designing a loop character is picking age between from 10 to 15.
Oh gosh.
14. Actually, no, 15.
Mason suddenly makes sense now. I'm sorry.
No. God, you're so valid because he doesn't make sense to me either.
Yeah. I think that my girl would probably be 13, and yes, I always play the girls. I
That's
never
fine.
change it
Yeah,
up.
that's fine. That's fine. That's technically not true with Pigeon.
I still need to figure out Pigeon. I'm having a problem.
I mean, Pigeon is
with
general
them.
neutral, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm having a problem with them. No, it's just in terms of playing them.
Oh, sure.
Mm.
And it'll
Because
take
it's
a while.
they're not coming off as I intended.
Fair.
I
Oh my
feel like a
gosh.
lot of that is like circumstantial, whereas you had like an idea in terms of personality, like the circumstances of where Pigeon is makes it a lot. It's a different dichotomy. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I think honestly, I think Pigeon just needs to grow on the group.
Mm.
Pigeon very much in this moment this is not where I want it to be. Just like in space, like
Cammy, Wakar's gonna fight Pigeon.
I'm so excited for Wakar to fight Pigeon.
Wakar's gonna fucking fight Pigeon. You will
Why?
you will know why. Because it's Wakar.
I mean, Wakar just seems like all I know of Wakar is stoic until the fucking Wheeze meme pops up when it makes him laugh.
Okay.
Just like hyena laughter.
Pigeon is a Furbolg swashbuckler rogue, correct?
Yep.
Weirdest character.
Wakar is a Knoll samurai fighter. So yeah.
Are
fun
they
stuff.
just gonna duke it just cause?
Oh no, there are reasons.
Oh boy! Oh boy! I can't wait for Pigeon to die in the next
There
session.
are reasons.
I know none of them.
So,
So,
No, Loop.
Loop.
Yes.
Back to Loop.
you picked. That's
Look
a
at
fun.
that.
That's a fun thing about Loop, by the way. When your character turns 16 years old, they are removed from play. Because in Loop, this is represented by like, they kind of no longer have time for like mysteries and like hanging out. Because like life starts to catch up with them. They start to grow up. And like all of these reasons that stack. And then in Things from the Flood, you can obviously play older characters. But in Loop, when you hit 16, your character is you're no longer allowed to play that character. Anyway, so next step is, you picked your age. Now, you can see that on the character sheet, there are the 4 attributes. There's body, tech, heart, and mind. And there are like little skills associated with those, but just focus on those 4. You have a pool of points equal to your age. Distribute them amongst your physical stats. You have to have at least a minimum of 1 in each stat, and you can have a maximum of 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Body is obviously like physical related things. Tech is like actual like tinkering, engineering know-how, like a mathematical brain. Heart is essentially charisma. It's like empathy and all that. And then mind is just general like smarts and putting the dots together. Yeah. You'll notice that like the empathizing skill is a
Girl
mind
definitely
skill
has
and not a heart. Yeah.
This girl
Oh,
definitely probably
I
has the
will
most heart
say,
out of
hold on.
I think I'm like, what?
I'm just looking at something very quickly. Oh, you're good. Keep going. Yeah, you'll notice that how like empathize is a mind skill and a heart skill. This is because it's like more of like heart is like your charisma in like being able to connect with another person in certain regards. Empathize is a mind skill because empathize is being able to like be like rationale and like figure out what makes a person tick. An empathize skill is kind of similar to like an insight check in Loop. So that's why it's a mind skill. Being able to like figure a person out is an empathy check in Loop. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, body, tech, heart, and mind. You can distribute your age in points amongst those. All of those must have a minimum of 1 in there. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
done.
Done.
Interesting. Okay, I'd have to think on it a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Take your time. Cammy, we straight vibing.
Well, I'm also working. Like, I'm vibing while I'm working.
Yeah.
As usual, the Cammy Cat way.
I have to work!
Cammy knows no
Stuff I
rest.
gotta get done.
I would be working, but like ironically, I'm working. So like
You
ironically,
are working, so
It
you're
works
fine.
out.
Yeah.
my work here is being self-indulgent and
Yeah.
drawing
Yeah, there
God.
you
a
go.
really pretty Mason.
Hold on.
God, yes.
So, let me see how many I've done. If I've done enough, then I'll bounce into it. So hold on, 1, 2.
God, drawing this was like the best thing I ever did when it came to
5.
Mason. Like,
I've done 5
how you
frames.
make sense.
That's pretty
What?
fair.
What didn't make
I
sense
just-
about
I
it
just
before?
wanna
No,
let
I've
you
done
know, bro.
6. I've done 6.
Hey, I'm
7.
proud of you, Cammy.
8. I've done 8.
Oh, damn.
That's a pretty.
Nice.
That's a pretty good rough amount.
Didn't you want to do like 3 or something tonight?
I wanted to do like maybe 5. So
There you go.
that's good. And I actually got through what I needed to for this one section, and okay, good. I figured out what I wanted to do for a section that was irritating me. So that's good. So I'm gonna actually focus on this now.
Hey. Proud of you, Cammy Cat.
Hey. So wait, do you have to have at least 1 point?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's up to 5?
Yeah. No more than 5.
Okay. Okay, cool.
You were saying that was so I can.
Oh God, no. I feel so. God, I know what I was gonna say, but then it doesn't work out anymore, so I'm not gonna say it. But no, fuck it. I feel validated because I do similar construction stuff to figure out things, and
Yeah.
you're so good, and I feel validated that I do a similar thing to you because you're awesome at things. Also, Queen says, "Bro, what the fuck? He looks so pretty," and like,
This is
yeah.
the prettiest Mason I've ever drawn. I have a really hard
Oh
time.
my god, man, such a pretty man.
He really is.
I have such a hard time drawing Mason. Cheekbones.
Mason's
There we
such
go.
a pretty man.
I'm not sure if this has been officially announced yet, but I'm okay with like telling it previously.
Mhm.
Jordan told me that for campaign 2, Mason's now got scruff. In the
I
four,
like scruff.
in the 4 years since Path of Perdition, Mason has gotten scruff.
Okay. All right. We're here for it.
Yeah. Yeah. We're here for it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we are here for it.
He's
Yeah,
too
here.
pretty.
Oh my god.
He's too powerful.
Pretty.
That's too much power.
Yeah.
No, no, you guys are here for it.
So, we're all here for it. Cammy, did you put your
Yep.
points down?
No, not
No
yet.
worries, no
Like,
worries.
I have an idea of what they are, but I don't have the sheet up in front of me.
Okay, that's fine. Take your
I'm
time.
reading through it. Yeah. I'm
Make
gonna
them
write
up.
it down on a separate sheet of paper. I'm gonna write it down on my clip just so I don't forget.
Okay.
So
No worries.
Alright. Which is gonna be
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has changed physically over the last 4 years enough. I know that, like, Sunil obviously has his shock of white hair that he got. Mason has his scruff. I don't know if... I need to talk to Split to see if James has done anything. I think, from when I last talked to Kristen, Sybil is just locked in her style sensibilities. Like, she is. Even if her hair... Even if her, like, fashion, like, falls out of style, she's still gonna wear the exact same thing because she likes it.
It's like I talked about it with Kristen, and she was like, "I don't know what to do because like Sybil would be on top of fashion." I'm like, "Here's the thing about Sybil Cordova:
Yeah.
she will make it work."
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Not that, like, fashion changed a
Oh,
lot
no,
over
she's
4 years.
soft! I made another squishy baby.
Uh-oh, what have you done?
I made
Oh,
another squishy
no.
baby.
How dare.
Emmy, when will you learn that your actions
No,
have
I like
consequences?
my squishy babies.
When will
Well.
you learn?
Let me get my squishy babies next.
When will you learn?
All right.
Your actions have consequences.
When will you learn?
Goodness.
All right.
God, Mason's so fucking cute. in this
I
one.
know,
is.
it's not
It's-
fair.
It's not fair.
I
can't wait for him to-
DM Jordan and tell him that.
I can't wait for him to seduce just every NPC.
You'll have a chance
It's
to do
just that
that.
they're going, you will try.
Oh my. First
Fucking
off,
Mason's
of
just
all people to do. Shut
Mason.
up, Cammy.
Mason's just like, so Jackson, how you doing? And Jackson's just like, not on your life, kid, but I like your gumption.
God.
I miss
I
playing
am
Jackson.
dating Jackson Elias. No one else.
Oh my god! Wait, I have a good character. I haven't played her in a bit. I can
Oh.
mm.
Cammy's on that fuck
I
juice.
can reinvent her, and it can make. Oh no, she's okay. I'm good. Yes.
Mason seduces every NPC, and they all turn out to be Peter
I'm
Haas.
gonna maybe move around a teeny tiny bit with her. But
Okay,
yes. Oh my
no,
god.
do it. Do it.
Yeah, but like since I'm dating Jackson Elias, no
Yeah.
one else is allowed to
Yeah,
flirt
that's
with
fair.
him. Yeah.
God.
I'm just saying.
You're so lucky that Jackson Elias has plot armor for the entirety of Path of Perdition.
I was, and now I'm not.
Cammy gasped. Uh-oh.
I thought I was gonna play one character, but I was wrong. I'm gonna fix this a little bit, but
I can't. Oh no. I knew that this was gonna happen.
No. Oh no.
How do I make what Mason is wearing more interesting?
Do you want to know what my shitty brain just fucking said?
I can't believe. Go, Daisy Dukes.
Well,
How did you know?
Were you actually gonna say Daisy Dukes?
I wasn't gonna say Daisy Dukes, but I was gonna say like really short jorts. So basically,
God, why am I in your head? Why are you in my
it's too
head?
crowded in here. Fuck off.
Fuck, I don't want to pay rent.
The thing is, like in the '80s, yeah, short shorts
Yeah.
were normal for dudes.
Why does Mason look like a sexy version of the Vault Tech Vault Boy?
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you.
He does, like, does.
You've done it again, Todd.
I say I didn't do that. Jordan did that.
He did.
He really did.
Let me change the direction.
Also, I just wanna let you know that I told Jordan that Mason is too cute for his own fucking good.
What did he
And,
say?
Yeah. He said, "What prompted this?" And then I sent him a screenshot of the stream, and he was like, "Oh fuck." I was like, I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Oh my God.
good night, Queen. Sleep
Night.
well.
Night, Queen.
Night, Queen, it's 4 in the
So-
morning. Go ahead.
Cammy, you seem to have hit a bit of inspiration.
I'm terrified because I'm picking between two babies, and one of them I'm very she's in such a good spot. Her canon story's like done in a way like I wouldn't want. Like I'm not sure if I want to touch it, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be so fun to play her.
I mean, this is already Kid AU, so I think you'd be fine.
I mean, I think Atwas is making not Kid, but we've talked about the Kid.
No, Kid.
Oh,
Kid.
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 Gotcha.
The thing is, the baby is she is a kid.
To be fair,
She is baby.
Sunil was from something else that Bro did, so there's no harm in recycling
Yeah.
character ideas for different mediums.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love him in these shorts, and I'm very angry because I love him in these shorts.
Okay. Oh man, I like her, baby.
I
She's
told Jordan-
so
sorry.
tiny. But I
Good.
actually am making her a bit stronger than I intended.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm also making a character at the same time as you guys are, just to partake as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want you to know. I told Jordan that chat was really being weak for Mason right now. And Jordan was like, "Shit, I'm weak for Mason right now." And I'm like, you know, God, same. Fucking yeah.
It is for Mason. It is.
It really is.
Wait, bro.
What? I'm saving.
Give him a fanny pack.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh God! What the hell have you got?
Xander, I can't even be mad.
It works with the jorts. It works with the jorts.
I'll save.
I'm irritated.
Cam, if you say I hate it here, I'm obligated to take a shot.
I hate it here.
All right.
Oh fuck! We gotta go downstairs for a
Shot
shot.
o'clock.
Here's
Shots!
Sybil.
Shots!
Here's Kit.
Kit just looks the
Kit.
same. It's just Kit, no matter what.
I
love
couldn't
that.
think of anything different to do with Kit. I was like, no, Kit's just Kit.
Yeah.
I kind of like that about Kit.
So,
Yeah.
Cammy, did you do your stats?
Yeah, I have stats.
Excellent. Okay. Next step is to determine your number of kids' luck points, which is equal to 15 minus your age. So Atwas for you, that's 0.
Mm-hmm.
So 15 minus your age is how many luck points you have. So it's just like the character I'm making is 14. So
My
he
baby's
has
13.
1, 14. And I'm gonna give him the type of weirdo. Atwas, I told you about this character earlier.
Yes. I love him.
One day I'll play him.
One day.
All right, cool. So that over. So you have 10 points. So distribute those 10 points into these skills. You may take up to level 3 in the key skills of your archetype. Otherwise, your skills can only have a 1 as a maximum. So that means you can have no points in your skills. Your key skills are attached to your archetype. So in the case of Cammy, who's a popular kid, you can put up to 3 skill points into contact, charm, and lead if you want. And then for the jock, Atwas, you can have up to 3 points in force, move, and contact.
Okay.
Yeah, because those are considered your key skills. Otherwise, all the other skills only have a maximum of 1 in them. And because I'm making a weirdo character, I can have up to 3 in sneak, investigate, and empathize. So you have 10 points. So you can have no points in these skills if you so choose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not all of these have to have a point in them. But anything that isn't a key skill from your character is it can only have a maximum of 1.
What is contact?
So contact is basically the skill attached to being able to contact the right person for the right job. You know, of like, I can get you the exact example. 1 second.
Okay, good. While you do that, bro, his hat.
I needed to give him a hat.
So
His
good.
hat, it's so good.
I needed to give him a hat.
I
It's
love
so good.
Sunil Pandey so much.
So contact is the ability to know the right person and getting a hold of them. Basically, it's like when you're like, I want to contact this person, and then you roll to overcome the trouble of finding them. If you succeed, like, you find them, or they find your kid and they're ready to help. Or if you fail that check, it's like the person doesn't want to help you, or maybe even that person wants to hurt you, humiliate, or make your life even difficult. It's just being able to like reach out to people and get them to help you, you know?
Okay.
Of like being able to like find the right person. So
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I drew the baby.
Oh my god.
Already, I love it.
Cammy, you're a menace.
Well, the thing is, I've had this character for a little itty bitty bit.
Oh, baby.
Baby.
Can I throw it on stream or is that illegal?
Nah.
Don't do
If
it.
we were doing a loop thing, I would want it to be private, and this is like a baby.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll send you
Yeah.
art of my guy. I've shown Atwas all
Guys, we're
shush.
busy drawing the Cthulhu peep or the Cthulhu peeps.
As 80s teenagers.
Correct.
I love it so much.
Bold of you to assume they've been teenagers and not in their fucking 20s. Sunil, no, dead serious. Sunil was wearing this hat for like, I had to logic it through because I wasn't gonna give it to him. But then I realized his dad gave him his other hat. He knows it makes him look like a child. It would be the same thing with this hat, where his dad gave him this hat and he refuses to take it off, despite the fact that it makes him look like a child.
Very good.
Oh, baby.
Right?
I said that towards Xander's,
Yep.
and now I'm saying "oh baby" towards Cammy's. Oh baby,
She's baby.
Pardon me,
They're
I will
both
be
babies. God, I'm not even thinking through what Sunil's outfit would be. I'm just putting him in something because he's goddamn stupid, and I just like putting him in bullshit that I would wear.
I love Sunil.
What prompted this?
His creation. Ever since you've rolled to find an extra sock. Ever since he had a fucking breakdown about why he was looking after James's luggage. Ever since he told
What am I doing here?
Ever since he told an eldritch horror to eat shit and die.
You know, he's kind of iconic. I'll give it to him. He's a little iconic.
I love telling the story of like, bro made the character of Sunil Pandey for Call of Cthulhu, being like, yeah, I made him with the expectation that he's gonna die, you know, so he's like, it's not gonna be too attached, and you know, blah 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 blah, and then like sessions later, just like, oh no, I've got attached.
I love him so much, and I'm gonna be so sad when either I'm gonna be really sad when he dies, or like I will accept it immediately and just be like, you know what? Fair.
Chat.
I will probably cry when
The
Sunil Pandey
collective
dies.
dismay that happens whenever I see like Bro or Atwas drawing Sunil or Kit, and they're just sitting there just drawing these characters, and they'll just get real quiet and just say, "Why'd you have to be made for Call of Cthulhu?"
Yeah. It's okay. There's like a time skip. That's like 4 years of bullshit that
Yeah.
every character can have, right?
Exactly,
You can do a
it's
lot in 4 years.
4 years of a life well lived.
Mm-hmm.
God, if anyone dies in the... I'm not saying it's likely anyone's going to die in the first session of Masks, but it's entirely possible.
Jinx
Sir.
them like that. Stop jinxing them.
No.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
I got slapped by YouTuber Cammy Cat. I'm calling the police.
God.
Excellent. Okay, so if you have your skills sorted around.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 10 points. You can put them wherever you want. Well,
Yes.
why is there a question mark on your thing, Cammy?
Because I'm never certain. You should
Okay.
know this by now.
You put them into places. Either it was the
I
3
put
skills
them
I
in
mentioned to
places,
you.
and they'll probably change if we ever actually decide to do this.
Sure. This is just for funsies.
Hmm.
As I explained, you can only have up to 3 in the key skills I mentioned to you. Otherwise, they can only have a max of 1, and you don't have to put any into any of them. So, like, you can have ones with 0 in them. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so you can't have like a 2 in non-key skills, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta change some
Max of
things.
1 or 0. Yep.
Actually, no, I don't need to change things. We're good.
Excellent.
Oh wait, I just want the chat to know really quickly. Sunil's socks don't match.
Perfect.
I love
Of course.
Pandey.
So you want to pick a 1 second. Roll up. page are you on? What page are you on? I didn't kill my wife. There it is. So.
My wife missed me, but her aim's getting better.
Hey. So you want to pick an iconic. You want like an iconic item.
I already got mine.
Yeah. What is it?
Necklace.
Ooh. Yeah. So an iconic item is basically like. Well, because in like the game of Tales from the Loop, it's like any items you find, either like might give you a circumstantial bonus. Like any items you get, like whether it be like a baseball bat, rollerblades, whatever, gives you a circumstantial bonus or something. Your iconic item gives you, a 2 bonus instead of a 1 bonus, and whereas like other items in the game, you'll lose those, or they'll break. Your iconic item is something that is iconic to your character and that they always have on them, you know? So it's like, could be a necklace, it could be a switchblade, it could be a guinea pig, you know, it's whatever. Whatever you want it to be. So you just choose an iconic item for this character, you know?
Gotcha.
For like the computer geek, maybe it's their keyboard, you know? It's shit like that. Maybe for the bookworm, it's their copy of Frank Herbert's Dune, you know, something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. So that's yeah. So that's that kind of item. Then you got to pick then you got to like make a problem. So like, listen, all kids have a problem. You know, we all know this to be true. It could be like private or public. It's just a part of your kid's everyday life, something that worries them, and it's like it could be something like, my parents are getting a divorce, or like my father is a communist, you know? Like, you know, it's like, my parents say I'm good for nothing, or I have unrequited love, you know, or,
Aww.
you know, my or like, maybe like my crazy aunt lives in our basement, you know, something like that. Just, it is, yeah, just all these, it's whatever. It is just a problem. And what that means, like, in the game itself, because Tales from the Loop is a very narrative game, a problem is basically just like a signal to your game master for it's just like something that you want to come up, something that'll put you in trouble. It's like choosing a problem that you feel like is fun to explore during the game. It's basically just telling your game master, put me in this kind of trouble, you know? So it's,
boy.
Yeah. And problems are solvable. It's just like, it's just like, you just pick a problem. That's a fun thing. You can think about that for a hot second.
It has been done.
Excellent.
So I'm putting him in a secondary outfit because while that was fun to draw, it's so
You're so valid.
So valid.
sometimes you just want to draw the thing, but then you realize, you know what? I drew the thing. It looked great. I love it. I need to draw him in what he probably
What he'd
more
probably
likely
wear.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
which is a sweater that is too big for him.
Maybe.
Listen, I vibe with that aesthetic. Why am I yawning so much?
Sweater it's too big for him. Maybe he still has a collar. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I love it. I love this.
Open day.
After,
There we go. There's my refined nerd.
After you pick a you make up a problem. Then you gotta choose your drive. A drive is basically like the reason why your kid exposes themselves to dangerous and difficult situations to solve mysteries with their friends. Like, you know, like whatever happens, the kid's gonna want to figure it out. Like a drive could be something like
Not mine.
I'm curious, or like I'm drawn to anything weird or strange, or like I'll do anything to get out of my house. Like my friends and what we do is the only thing not broken in my life, you know, stuff like that. There's just a drive to go out and do things. Could be whatever.
Okay.
Cammy was right on it, like, yes!
I already have an idea just because of this character.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I need chat to also know that he is wearing chucks. I am trying not to distract from what we are doing. It's
No, that's very important. Bro, you're very important.
No, Atlas.
Bro, don't fight me on this.
I'm gonna meet you outside the. We said something and it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't
Denny's.
Denny's.
We said something and it wasn't Denny's.
Fuck.
It's been a while.
It wasn't Denny's or Waffle House. Where the fuck are we
Exactly.
meeting?
It wasn't Denny's or Waffle House.
Oh god. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
It's a
I know
parking lot
somebody in the chat we said Whataburger, but like they're in Texas, so it makes sense.
One day I'll have a Whataburger.
They're okay. A little too much mustard. I like the toasted bread.
Mm.
So, after thinking of a drive, and then you gotta think of a pride. A pride is, like, something that makes them feel strong, important, and valuable, that kind of thing. Like, it could be, like, a well-known thing or a secret. Like, it's also, like, a tool to understand and, like, play the kid. Like, problem and pride can interact, and pride can even become a problem. Could be two separate things. Once per mystery or once per session. If you're doing a one-shot, then it's considered once per mystery. But, like, in a campaign, once per session, you can check off your pride to get, like, an automatic success on a dice roll, as long as, like, related to your pride. Like, you explain how it helps you. Like, if your pride is, like, nothing scares me, then, like, you know, going down into, like, the dark sewer tunnel, you can make an automatic success on your, like, stealth check. You know, it's like, you're not afraid to go in, you know? So it's like, a pride is just, like, yeah. And that could take the form of, like, I'm not heterosexual, or, you know, like, I stood up to the bully, you know, I'm doing it for love, you know, anything. Generally vague enough where you can apply it to, like, multiple things. But yeah, it's not, you keep it nice and simplistic. Also, Cammy, how fucking could you? I just read what you said to me.
Yee!
Eat me at the Eldritch Denny's parking lot.
No.
Ah, a regular Denny's, I see.
Yes. I think you mean, no, we all know that the Eldritch version of Denny's is Waffle House.
No. Different vibes.
Fair. Waffle House at 3 in the morning is definitely, like...
Waffle House at 3 in the morning is such a comfortable environment.
It is, but it's also a threshold.
Yeah.
God, yes.
Atwas knows what I mean by threshold.
It can teeter real fast.
Threshold kids.
But
Ooh, so, okay, so, Waffle House at 3 in the morning. I've actually been in a Waffle House at 3 in the morning.
As have I.
So,
big same.
So, when I was younger,
Mhm.
I used to fucking sneak out of the house because I couldn't sleep and my parents would be going off at each other. And anyway, we're not gonna go in too deep with that. But I would sneak out of the house. And one night, one of my buddies was like, "Yo, there's gonna be a fucking meteor shower," and it's like 2 in the goddamn morning. He's like, "You want to go see the meteor shower?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" So I sneak out of the house, and he picks me up around the corner in his car. And we try to go see the meteor shower. Unfortunately, it's cloudy, and we live in a city, so quite unfortunate. So we end up going to a Waffle House instead, as one is eventually going to do. If you are of a high school age and you're out that late, you're gonna eventually wind up in a Waffle House. It's like the law. It's a metaphysical law.
It's a multiversal constant.
Precisely. So we end up in this Waffle House, and we're sitting in the corner that is closest to the sidewalk, big fucking window. Our backs are to the jukebox. By the way, if you ever want to make people fucking hate you, play the Waffle House songs on the jukebox. God. Anyway, so we're in the Waffle House, and I'm sitting next to the window, and I'm looking out onto the sidewalk on this busy, like, pseudo highway, pretty busy road, and I see this guy, this older guy, maybe maybe homeless, maybe just unhinged. Just something was off about him. So I watch him for a little bit. And I remember it was cloudy, but it was still bright enough that, the full moon was out. And he locks eyes with me through the Waffle House window. And I just immediately, you make that eye contact and you're just like, oh shit, oh fuck. No thanks. So I go back to my hash browns and ding, the door opens. And I can't help myself. I have to fucking look. So I cast a side eye towards the door. It's the same fucking guy. He fucking came into the Waffle House after we made eye contact. Listen, guys, I am like 15 at this point. I'm freaking the fuck out. So I just turn to my buddy. And then I turn to our other mutual friend who's with us. And I'm just like, we gotta fucking go. And these two, they saw the entire fucking exchange. And they're just as weirded out as I am. They're just like, yeah, no. We need to fucking go. And so, like, as the man is walking towards our table, we just fucking put the money down and we fucking book it. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. Liminal space.
Goodness gracious.
Sorry.
Why did I look back to the stream to see a
reminds-
fucking Seinfeld picture? What the fuck?
Dude, that reminds me of like when I was in college. We went to a baseball game, and it was me and a couple of my roommates. And of course, I had no idea that we shouldn't be out that late after like shenanigans. And so we were all like walking back together. It's a big old group of gals, and this dude like whistles over at us. And we all kind of look at him, and then we look at each other. We're like, eh. Small wave, but keep walking. And like, I kind of like while we're all walking, a couple of us kind of like look out of the corner of our eye, and we see this dude just start running at us, and we all just go,
No.
"Ah!" We just started booking it and screaming at the top of our lungs. We're like, if we scream, that means someone will know something. Ah!
I don't.
And we screamed the whole way back to our apartment.
I am reminded of the John Mulaney joke, one of his earlier jokes, where he's talking about how it's like late at night, he's trying to go home, and he's like down in like a subway station, like walking down the tunnel to get to the subway platform.
Yes!
And
Yes,
like
yes.
he's just like walking, and he's not paying attention. He's got like his headphones, and he's like listening to his music and shit. And the woman in front of him like is like constantly looking over her shoulder like at him, and then just like she starts to move faster. And John Mulaney's first initial thought is, "Oh, she must hear the train coming." So he starts running too,
So I start running
and
too.
she starts fucking sprinting, screaming her head off, and he just is like booking it down the thing, thinking that he's missing his train. And then he gets to the platform, and he's just like, "Oh, oh
Now I
no!"
realize what the thought process was.
Yes.
Uh,
God.
I love John Mulaney.
John Mulaney is a blessing.
I thought you were gonna talk about the secondary location.
You ain't gonna take me to no secondary location.
Secondary location.
God. So anyway, back to the loop sheets.
So much in CLC. We just fucking need to.
Right.
Now I've thrown you off your rhythm.
Oh yeah, off his rhythm. So, all right. So, give your kid a name if you already haven't named them. But also, there's a thing on there called like an anchor.
Mhm.
An anchor is essentially a kind of like a person that they can go to like for support, comfort, and care, like a friend, a parent, a teacher, a neighbor, like whatever. As long as it's not like another one of the PCs. There's like an anchor is just somebody that like they can go to. Someone they I think for like Jordan.
Does it have to be like a human person?
No, it could be an animal.
Okay. I was about to say pet time.
Yeah. Oh no, gentle soft. Oh, now I'm hurt.
And then, with that in mind, there's only like one other real hobby to do. Not a hobby, sorry. There's only one other step to do. Which is... And I think Atwas and Cammy, you're both going to really appreciate this.
Mm-hmm.
Choose your kid's favorite song.
Fuck me sideways. Okay, Spotify.
Well, joke's on you. I don't know a lot of 80s songs.
Oh, I'm not keeping it to 80s. Fuck that.
No, you have to keep it to the 80s.
Can it be technically before the 80s?
It
That's
can, it
also
can be from
fair.
before the 90s. It can be before the 80s, but it has to be a song from the 80s. So you could maybe go a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I'll say that the favorite song for the character I just typed up here is Weird Al's I Think I'm a Clone Now.
Oops. Accidentally went to Sad Kit Land.
Oh no.
Oh,
So,
you know
every
what?
Kitland?
I could be very, let me see when this was released, but
Something preferably before 89 is what I'll say.
Okay.
Very well. Trying to like remember things.
She's never satisfied.
oh, you know what? Yeah. I need to make sure that this is in the wheelhouse, but hold on. God damn it. Show me when this is.
I think I found mine.
Yes! It still works!
Yeah.
Yeah. Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Oh, I could have warned you about. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wasn't certain. I was like, it's near the cut. But yeah, no, definitely. It just her being like jamming around in the room like, I
And I hear a drunk girl singing along to Whitney
yeah,
through
I
the
wanna
door.
dance with somebody, with somebody who loves me. And she like tries to hit the high notes like, I want to feel the heat.
I want to feel the
She's like repeating sometimes like, heat. Ah! I can't believe this is the cover of their next album.
How did you know exactly what I was going for?
Because it has that aesthetic.
It really
Especially
does.
with the fucking foot on the ledge, like arm up.
You gotta figure out.
And
where
the
to
one character and the one person who's in front of everyone else. Which shows that they are the star.
I will 100%.
I honestly was doing it in like a sort of like you know how the weird perspective thing that they do.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
I
yeah.
will 100%.
No, I totally know what you mean.
I will 100% write and run a Tales from the Loop COCAU game.
Well,
I'm gonna
we're locked
do it.
in.
We're locked in.
Okay.
Have fun with that.
Yep.
I gotta
All
figure
right.
out where to put Mason.
So,
oh my god.
if y'all are ready, I'd like you to share the kid you created.
Oh,
All right.
I want you to meet the baby. Yeah, you know what? It'll be fine.
How do
Cammy.
I fit two more characters in here? Maybe if I move Samuel down. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're good, man.
I haven't played this baby before, and I think she'd be fun.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
Tell us more.
Did you get
Well-
married?
So, like, does she have a car?
Claire Renna Mortimer Quinn is the daughter of Carthus Mortimer and Natalie Mortimer Quinn. And Natalie was my first tabletop baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So Claire's baby.
Keep going.
Her fine. Her highest stat is heart with 5, followed by body with 4, mind with 3, and then tech with 1. Her parents would be very disappointed that she is not that smart in terms of tech. Or at least her dad, but she makes up for it in her wonderful personality. She has a necklace that her mom actually gave to her. And she said something about it being important and like part of the family tradition or something, but yeah, no, it's whatever.
I
And
love
she's
it.
she's very much known for being popular just because she has such like a bright personality.
What
It's not so much that like she's the snooty like get out of my way. She's like, do you want to be friends? Let's be friends. We can go do so many cool things together. It'll be so much fun.
What is her favorite song?
Her favorite song is "I Want to Dance with Somebody" from
Of
Whitney
course.
Houston.
Of course. Atwas, you want to talk about your child?
All right. My character's name is Alex Rockatansky because I'm not
Rockatansky.
Alex Rockatansky, and
Oh my
she's
god.
a jock. She's a jock,
Oh my god. I love
and
it.
she is, you know, like peppermint patty, like peanuts type thing. That sort of vibe. Fucking yeah, if you get what I mean, because I just can't help but put baggage into my characters. Anyway,
I'll kick a football.
so Alex is 100% like super fucking macho, like has to be on top, has to be the strongest, has to be everything, and is very like has a pretty fucking short fuse when it comes to that whole thing. Her whole thing is she's got to be fucking strong, and she hates it when people make assumptions about her, and the fact that she wouldn't be. So her main attribute is body at a 6, tech is 2, heart is 4, mind is 3. She's 15, and her favorite song is "Renegade" by Styx.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, there you go.
I love it. My child is Henry Nicodemus Herring. Nico goes by Nico. Nico. Nicodemus named after his grandfather, a very Greek man. It goes by Nico. He's from Michigan. He's from Minnesota. And then he moved to Nevada. And he is the weirdo archetype. He's on the spectrum. He's kind of got his own little thing going on. He's a big tabletop nerd, and he likes to write and he likes to draw. He very much, but like, has a hard time being social with other people. Some kids find him off-putting. He's not exactly introverted, more so he's just kind of like shy, but like to the point where it's like, and he has his own like social quirks where he's just like, in ways that people think he's kind of a weird kid. He constantly wears a fur trapper hat, even though he lives in the middle of the fucking desert. It's kind of his comfort hat. He has eclectic fashion tastes, mostly like jeans and Converse with like some kind of graphic t-shirt and an unbuttoned Hawaiian tee as well. And he has like a World War II army surplus like medics bag that he's covered in like patches and stickers of like various nerdy things that he carries around, like his sketchbook and like RPG books in there. His favorite song is I Think I'm a Clone Now by Weird Al. However, his favorite album of all time is Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds concept album. So, yeah. There you go.
Now I'm just jamming to my song.
Yeah, dude.
I
Where-
wanna feel the heat with somebody.
Okay, if I put Mason here,
Somebody.
you think where would I put Kit? That's the real, like here, like
That is the real.
Kid could be like leaning back, like smoking a cigarette.
Who's that in the far
Like, you
back?
know how, like,
Kit can't
elbows
smoke.
on the... Well, crud!
Kit can't smoke because he's got a case of the terrible lungs.
Who's that in the far back?
valid.
it's
Mason.
Mason.
Oh, gotcha.
It could be Kit, but then I'd have to figure out where to put Mason. Which
Lying
is-
on the goddamn ground.
Oh my god. French girl
Face
style.
down. No, just face down.
That's a
Just, I'm
perspective
not
issue. I
involved
don't
in
want
this.
to deal with. That's a perspective issue I really don't want to deal with.
God, I feel that.
So like maybe Mason is up here like doing a power stance almost.
JoJo pose. You won't.
I won't.
You won't.
We'll find it.
I will for my own amusement, but for the sake of this stupid album cover, which is also for my own amusement. That's Kit's
Okay,
fault.
for like 2 seconds, I'm just gonna say, it looked like a leotard. Putting the boy in a leotard.
Maybe Kit is. No, that spreads out the composition too much. I hate this because I actually placed the other two in like the perfect places, which means it's
Mhm.
hard to. Maybe if I move.
Have someone like with their back to the camera and then like looking over their shoulder. That might be.
Oh no, it
helpful.
would be Kit. I just don't know where to put him.
Gotcha.
Because if I put him here with Mason, then that's uninteresting.
Right.
I already moved Sunil
If you
down to
give-
get more space. So maybe.
Yeah, but if you move Sunil actually to the left a teeny tiny bit, you might have some room for Kit.
And to put Kit in like the middle ground there ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sunil, are you on this layer? What layer are you
Who
on?
knows anymore?
Ooh, yeah, Cammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, because then you can put him in the middle. You can put Kit in the middle ground. Kind of like,
About here, would you say?
Yeah.
yeah.
I hate this fucking family. What are you doing, Bro Dingles? Oh, I'm just married to Jackson Elias and Kit Sullivan simultaneously.
Oh, okay.
Well then.
Well, I'm not used to sharing, but if you insist.
Thank you, Jackson.
I'm gonna
for-
say Claire definitely has the skirt that's in this video. There's this big old poofy skirt. Claire definitely has it.
I mean, I never thought I'd get married, but
Shh, Kit, it's perfectly okay.
It actually works really well because when, like, in quote unquote canon, I actually imagine Claire being like this well-known unknown model, in that she likes to travel the world and will randomly like model for food and housing. And for some reason, like, whoever's clothes or designs she actually models get super popular. and she becomes this like really like strange phenomena in the fashion world. They're like, who is this mysterious model? She's super cutting, knows exactly what to look for. And honestly, it's just her going, I really need food and a place to stay. I will work for it. I need food, I need a place to stay for the night, and I also need to know the best places to get food because it sounds like this place has really good stuff, but I don't know where to look. I will gladly help you with whatever you need.
Mercy Slayers. I have 20 minutes. That's enough time to detail this.
You're doing great.
I'm sorry. I've just been over here, like, slowly being a distraction.
I love
No. You're exceptional.
it. Listen, you need to do this before I kill all of your characters in October.
Wow. I mean, that wow. You right?
No one's gonna be able to die in the first 3 episodes, he says, as Mason toes the line.
I am being honest when I say it is entirely plausible that somebody could die in the first episode of Masks. Depending on what actions are undertaken.
I know, but I just, like, I'm thinking back to the conversation we
Yeah.
had with you. It's like, yeah, no, you guys can't die in the first. If you want.
Yeah.
I pull a gun. I fire the gun. What?
Oh my god.
Ah. Okay, Xander, but like, no, that's a spoiler. I'll let myself
Okay.
suffer. I was gonna straight up be like, what's the probability?
The thing with the probability is it's a
Non-zero number.
It is a non-zero number. It depends entirely on. But here's the thing, though: the probability of death is entirely associated with however many points in a skill you would have when you roll. So it's like it depends. Are you talking about like, oh, if I'm trying to dodge something, if I'm trying to like, there's so many different variables. But it is there's a more than zero, more than zero probability of death. Can't believe Peter Haas shows up again.
I feel so bad for Peter Haas.
God, Peter's just having a time.
Yeah.
To be Peter Haas.
Poor Mr. Haas.
Sunil voice. Who is Peter Haas? Will anyone ever explain to me who Peter Haas is?
Well, you see, he's everyone.
He's everything.
A German quartermaster who fucked off with a gold artifact and then left us all to die. Poor bastard.
Sunil's just like,
I
I trust you, but like, also you let him go.
Yeah.
Nah, he kind of like fucked off in the middle of the night. We didn't really have.
Oh no,
the
I'm
options.
talking about like
Oh, like
yeah.
off the train.
Off the train, yeah.
Well, it was the right thing to do.
Oh no, I believe you. I just struggled with that when it first happened because I had no idea what was going on.
One day we'll get the whole Peru story and we'll sit down and hash it all out, but too raw. Happened too soon.
God. Why are you wearing this hat, Sunil Pandey?
Because Sunil Pandey does whatever the fuck Sunil Pandey wants to.
Oh God, you're so right though.
Here's the real question: what kind of band shirts does everybody wear? I mean, their characters, I should say, of this little gang.
Okay, like the COC or like the loop characters you just made, or like
the COC characters. Which one? Which one is wearing the Depeche Mode shirt?
See, I'd be able to answer that if I knew what that was.
Oh, you haven't listened to Depeche Mode?
I haven't either. I have no
It's a
idea who that
band.
is.
Oh, the band.
Well, clearly from context, but
I need to do some Googling real quick. Hold up.
I'm trying. It's the 80s. It's the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and this
This band I was thinking of formed in 1990. Fuck.
80s, 90s, 2000s, as in like you have that entire range.
Okay.
I just knocked it down to like early computer age.
In that case, Kit absolutely listens to Tool.
Ah,
It's God. Who does Cindy listen to? I'm trying not to default to bands that I
this fucking
Mhm.
Breakfast Club image. Goddamn.
You know,
What?
Mason kind of strikes me as a Nirvana kind of guy.
I was gonna say the exact opposite.
That's fair.
I was gonna say that Mason strikes me as a Huey Lewis in the News kind of guy.
I feel like that's too obvious.
Fair. No, he's a God, he's a major God, who am I thinking of?
Ultimately, none of us are Mason.
Yeah. But if we had to,
I was also gonna say, like, I feel like not George, fuck. I feel like Mason would also be a major George Michael fan. Like Wham. You can't tell me that, like, Mason does not drive himself to high school listening to Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
God.
Wake me up. Sorry, so good. He's just like jamming it, like, heckin', oh god, is the actor's name Ewan McGregor in like the one green screen thing? It's like, yeah, just like such a just. That's how he drives in the car.
Okay. Consider Mason, Beastie Boys.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Intergalactic oh, that's not. Is that Beastie Boys?
Not sure.
Yes, it is. The intergalactic planetary yeah, that's Beastie Boys. Yeah, Mason definitely listens to the Beastie Boys. Where are we at with Kit? What do we think?
I told you, Tool.
Oh, Tool. That's right.
Which you wouldn't pin Tool on him, but it makes sense.
Sybil
Sybil just plays the Twilight Zone soundtrack.
I was gonna say Cyndi Lauper, but go off.
I can see Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James
I'm having
listens
the
to
same
like a lot of rock.
Oh my god. Yeah. James? Fucking Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James No, hold on. James listened to a lot of like classic rock and shit, like actual like mainstream and shit. Sybil got him into Pink Floyd.
Yes. Okay.
Sybil's like a Cyndi Lauper, Pink Floyd kind of gal.
Actually, do some more Google.
I'm never gonna dance again.
Oh yeah, that's close enough. Okay, Sybil, Cranberries.
Ooh, good. Okay, I'm with you.
I don't know for Sunil. Here's the problem.
Beethoven.
I've been listening to no. He's really not a fan of classical music. But
Fair.
it's no, here's the thing, like here's the problem. I'm trying really hard not to be me and automatically default to 80s hip hop.
I mean, you're so fair, but
God. And I'm also just sitting here like I've been listening to a lot of Prince lately.
oh my god. Okay, but
yo.
I can totally see Sunil listening to Prince.
Oh my, yeah.
Like I can see him listening to Prince and Jimi Hendrix and just
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, yes. 100%.
I definitely see James vibing out to Hendrix, but like with Sunil too.
yeah. God, Sunil's like, I've got a new bop. I need you to hear it.
There was a visceral experience hearing you say that in Sunil's voice.
It really was.
I believe it's time for a bop.
It's a real bop.
I believe it's time.
It's like I imagine that he's into funk, he could. Okay, so Neil can go hard, like on music, but it's not like okay. Here's the thing: there's a difference between what he defaults to listening to and what he enjoys listening to. If somebody throws something on at a party and he's just really into it, he just might be like, you know what, this is my song now, and I will never hear it.
I have claimed it.
For the record, because people ask me who is Depeche Mode, which I'm singing here like,
Oh my god.
what? You guys know the song Just Can't Get Enough?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Depeche Mode.
How does it go?
Let me re-listen to like the chorus of it just so I can. It's like fun.
But yeah, this is the generic, like, anything up to, like, 2006 they're open to, so...
Bro, I will play Just Can't Get Enough for you after the stream's over so we don't get copyrighted.
Okay. You can't just hum it a little bit.
I'm a little kerschnickered at the moment. My abilities to hum are not up to snuff.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
God.
Oh no,
James
he's
is
got.
such a Chad.
He is.
I've enjoyed so much of this stream. It's been a good stream.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna have to make the AU game I am never have to run. It's gonna have to be some kind of like 80s slasher vibes, I guess.
Oh my god.
Guess I gotta do it.
Can't believe they're all gonna go to a fucking crazy fucking summer camp in the middle of the woods.
You can't believe they would all go to a crazy summer camp?
You know exactly what I meant.
God. You know what? I hate it when people do that to me too. I'm sorry. The whole
Man,
you can't believe thing.
I hate it here.
Hate this fucking family.
I hate this fucking family.
Wait,
I'm
is it only when I
legally-
say it?
Yeah,
No.
It's only when you
Oh,
say
it
that
is?
we take a shot. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
We need to
Okay.
keep note.
Yes.
I'm legally not allowed to take more shots until I finish this pizza.
Ooh, what kind of
Valid.
pizza is it?
It is a cheese pizza.
I'm out of
Nice.
rum.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I know.
Suck it, loser.
Bro,
Fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. Just because apparently I'm very selfish. When you were first drawing like that short-haired Sybil, I thought you were drawing me because that's how you like.
I'm trying to get better at drawing your hair, so because your hair is curlier,
Yeah.
and I went based off of Steele's thing before I actually like saw you, and then I actually saw
Yeah.
you and was like, that is not the correct hair texture.
I know. I fooled you.
It's fine. I'll go buy more rum after the stream. So I can continue to sit here and get kerschnickered.
I think you and I
And
actually have a
I
pretty
have
similar.
work tomorrow. I can't join you. Why do you pick days where I have to work?
Oh,
I asked you if you could do it tonight, and I thought you said you could, but whatever, it's fine.
No, I didn't.
Aw, bummer.
Well, no,
suck it,
thanks.
loser.
Big sad.
Oh no, look at him, what a Chad.
It's too big.
Also, fuck you, Atwas, for introducing the word kerschnickered into my vocabulary.
Literally,
gotta-
I said it right before the stream, and he has not stopped saying.
It's a really good word.
It is. It really is.
Kerschnickered is a very strong word.
Xander, we gotta watch Red Dwarf. It's like my favorite.
I
TV
would
show.
love to. I want to check it out. I have more
Okay.
TV shows I want to introduce you to,
Okay.
like Barry.
Question for I almost said question for the DM. You're not
Yeah.
DMing right now.
I'm always
Um,
DMing.
Question for Xander: Is it
Yes?
okay if we go until I finish the sketch?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Especially since we're vibing, and I'm
Yeah.
80% sure that like we're just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah. Fine by me.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, totally, dude.
I might
I'm
hop
like-
off stream. I might hop back in and chill once we're done, but I am like slowly dying.
Totally.
Good on you,
We're
Cammy.
hitting sleepy time Cammy hours. So-
Okay.
My favorite.
All right. Later,
See you
gamer.
on the other
I'll be
side.
back in a hot minute. Yeah. All right. Well, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Now it's time to draw a mason.
Yes.
So we're all in agreement that 80s Mason uses way too much hair product, right?
Yes.
Actually, I imagine he uses a lot of hair. Like, I imagine he uses a lot of different hair products,
Yes.
but like the correct amount. Of
Yes.
each. So,
Sure.
like,
Sure, absolutely. He's not like a fire hazard, but like he's like the Steve Harrington of the group.
Yes.
God. How do you draw Mason?
I don't know.
I gave him like slightly messier hair because it's the 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Right. God, I need to do
I-
a Mason study.
We'll be right back.
I think I've drawn everyone but Mason, come to think of it. Fuck. I don't think I've ever drawn Mason.
Mason's hard to draw.
Mason is hard to draw. Like, I've drawn Sybil. I drew James specifically after he got fucking almost murdered that one time that we don't talk
Yeah.
about. I've obviously drawn Kit, and I've obviously drawn Sunil, so it's just
Yeah.
Mason. Huh. Oh my god, I love his fucking expression. It's so good. Fuck. Bro, I just love the way you draw.
Take it back. Okay.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Atlas, no.
Atwas, yes. Nah, you
When
just...
doves cry is stuck in my head,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just kind of like, ah, yes, I'm just imagining Sunil just popping to when doves cry.
Well, time to slap that on ye old Spotify.
Sybil doesn't look like Sybil, but also still gives off Sybil energy. So,
I think it's I think it's enough.
yeah.
It's kind of hard to look like Sybil without the whole 20s accoutrement, you know?
Yeah.
The headband and the fascinator and the copious amounts of ridiculous just being extra.
It's just I had to switch her hair.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I like giving her ripped pants though, distressed pants.
Yeah, that's nice. She's so fucking cute. Like, what the fuck, dude?
God, Kit's over here being refined and shit.
Kit's just Kit.
I designed Kit before I realized what I was doing, or designed Kit's outfit. I designed Kit's outfit before I realized what I was doing. I just kind of made like generic Kit that works in every decade, but honestly, Kit is an icon and would work in every decade. So
Okay.
he's an icon to me, Atwas. It doesn't matter.
I know. He is to me too. It just, you know, I can't get like Kit out of my head, you know?
Me, Kit's an icon, Kit in your head. What?
Excuse me. Okay, bro.
I'm gonna have to check this with a Discord server after like I'm done.
I just want to tell you this. I would perhaps say cursed thing that somebody in chat just said. Do 90 says, "What a great ska band album."
Do I like the checkers in the background? Make it a true ska band album. I hate this hacking family.
I can never stop thinking about Call of Cthulhu. I'm cursed, says Chiro. God, yo, you have no fucking idea.
God.
Fucking same. You don't know the half of it.
Atwas and I for the past like week. You know, Call of Cthulhu's pretty great. I miss it. God.
We have just both been on some Call of Cthulhu bullshit, and it's so long away in the future.
It's so far.
It's too
so
far.
It's too far.
I miss the Disaster Gang so much.
God. 1920. I have not saved.
Oh my god. I love Sunil's sweater.
I want Sunil's sweater.
Honestly, same.
It's a good sweater.
Chiro's just being fucking relatable in chat. Jesus. Thinks about COC. Here comes the serotonin. God. Fella. Same. God, same. You have no fucking idea.
I have no idea.
I just love these fucking characters so much.
They're good characters and I miss them.
Why do they have to be Call of Cthulhu characters? Fuck.
Why do they have to be Call of Cthulhu characters? Atwas, why did we do this?
I don't know.
Why did we agree to this?
Why I don't. Xander asked us to play Call of Cthulhu, that's why.
And then I was scared, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna get attached, like whatsoever." In fact,
And yet,
in the second campaign, and it's
God.
you know, I had before we started, I was just like, "Yeah, I'm probably not gonna play in the second campaign because like that's like a big commitment, and it's like a while from now. We don't even know if we're gonna do it."
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm considering not playing in the second campaign because I'm like, no, I'm too attached to this. I love it too much.
No.
No. I'm gonna do it. Just don't.
It's okay. I've kind of had similar thoughts. I'm like, you know, I could just retire Kit and he could just live, but
God, mood. It's just like, you know, I could just play a different character.
play a different character and our characters could be happy, but God,
We're too deep. We're in too deep. We can't do that.
Deep.
I said I was gonna finish the sketch and then we were gonna leave, but now I'm just like, no, I have to put the values in because it looks
part of the
weird
sketch.
without them. Yeah.
It's okay. Xander's not even here to stop the stream, so you can just go
Yeah.
do whatever the fuck you want.
I love Sybil's outfit too. I kind of want it.
It's really awesome. James out here looking like a fucking greaser, though.
That was the point.
James is that one kid who smokes weed in shop class.
Yeah.
Did your high school have like a fucking automotive class?
No.
Okay. Mine did. It had like a fucking garage. Like people could fucking work on cars. It was wild.
Okay, but that's like super useful.
It really is. Everyone who took it were massive stoners.
I see. Like, what we did in our public schools is that we were just like, you know what we could do is just make certain schools good at certain things. And so, like, if you wanted to do this thing, so there was an art school, there was an math and sciences school, which ironically was the school that was the worst in math and sciences. I kind of looked at them like, guys, but like, they looked into aerospace. That was their thing, because Oklahoma is like top in aerospace, and nobody likes it.
Oh, okay, cool.
There was the culinary school,
Right.
culinary, hospitality, just basically everything that falls into those realms. I went to the college prep school because it was hard to get into, and because it got me into other schools. I could have had a full ride scholarship had I not gone to acting school. I think about that occasionally. I paid so much money that I didn't have to pay. I worked my ass off for 18 years to not have to pay to go to college, and then I decided to be an actor. It's like, oh, if you would have went to school for like literally anything else, or gone to an HBCU in my case, because I can do that. It's an option for me.
I know I know you're calling out yourself, but I didn't ask to be included.
Sorry, Alice.
It's okay. We're all in this together.
We're all in this
together.
When we know that we're all stars, and we'll see that. God, what should I title the heckin' album?
Oh fuck. I'm scrolling up through chat because people were putting in band names, and I'm gonna see if there are any good ones.
Wildcats.
No standouts. So
Dang it.
it's a mystery. Band name generator.
Do they play ska? I could see them like occasionally, like maybe once in a while.
Ironically
Playing ska, but like, okay, but hear me out. Sunil's kind of into it.
Fair.
He's just like, oh no, I kind of like ska. It's fun to play.
It's like feel good, you know?
Yeah. He's just like, I like reggae. Sunil, why do you like ska? I like reggae. It just happened like that. I'm sorry.
After a certain point, you just no longer control this whatsoever.
Sunil Pandey? Or just like this image?
Both. Both. I was gonna say specifically, but I'm like, no. Specifically both. But more specifically Sunil Pandey.
He's just like, I like ska. And I'm just like, why do you like ska? I don't. Here's the thing. I don't hate ska.
I mean, neither do I.
It just, at the same time, like, you guys make fun of ska so much that I can't truly appreciate ska.
It's just the goofy names.
It really
I don't know.
is. And also the Bumblebee tuna theme.
Fuck, I forgot about that till just now, so...
I never forgot.
The progress that has been made here. I love it.
Oh, man.
Oh my god, I hate Mason so much.
Isn't he great? I love him.
What a... Oh my god, the goddamn jorts.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's just so Mason, alright? It
is. So, 80s Kit still has the burn scars.
It's just not Kit without them.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm curious. What is the 80s version of Kit's burn scar stemming from?
Oh fuck.
Housefire.
Be
or-
reminded, it is 80s, 90s, 2000s. So like
80s,
literally-
90s, 2000s. All right, you're still gonna have to give me some time.
Totally.
Yeah. I'm gonna fight all of them. I was trying to think of band names while you were gone, Xander.
Oh,
Didn't come up with anything.
that's fair.
If this were some Scooby-Doo bullshit, I'd call them meddling kids, but like,
Honestly, like really bad car accident. I'm thinking for in terms of scars. Because like house fire wouldn't make super amounts of sense because like Kit's family still exists, but like a really bad car accident maybe,
Damn, I'm here.
and maybe he ended up taking the brunt of it instead of like Aaron or some shit. I don't know.
Wow, thanks for doing this to my heart.
You're welcome. It's Kit Sullivan. What did you expect?
Ow. Ow.
bad things
Ow.
happen to Kid Sullivan?
What?
What?
Unheard
Never.
of. Simply unheard of.
I swear, I just, this is still part of the sketch. I just,
It is.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this family. I hate this life. I hate that Atwas has apparently been taking a shot every time somebody says that instead of.
I have not. I will have you know that I have not
I
been
only-
imbibing alcohol for a while now because
I only take a
I
shot
was
every time.
advised against it.
I only take a shot every time Cammy says I hate it here.
I see.
Good.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm not about to keel over from alcohol poisoning. My fucking peanut gallery was like, "You need to chill," and I was like, "Fine, you win this time." I guess somebody in this family has to be sensible, and it's not me. Fuck.
God, look at these. Look at this absolute unit of Breakfast Club.
Don't you?
Yeah, about me.
Don't you forget about me.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my.
Don't.
Pause.
Don't. Yeah. What's up?
Pause. Breakfast Club AU. Lester Goodman's the principal.
You're so right.
You're welcome.
God, I've never actually seen The Breakfast Club.
I heard a ruckus.
Well, I guess we have to watch The Breakfast Club sometime.
Yeah. God.
I'm sure it's somewhere. God, there's so many things we have to watch. Like
Yeah.
Xander, you and I need to watch
Oh,
that
yeah.
Depressing World War I documentary.
Yes, we do. And Red Dwarf.
And Red Dwarf.
And Barry. I gotta show you Barry.
Yes.
Because
And-
there's a hilarious character in Barry who's a like a Euro trash Chechen like gangster named NoHo Hank.
Oh
He's so good.
And then bro's got to see The Breakfast Club.
Yes.
And bro, you were talking about movies that people needed to see earlier as well, and just it's a
I
whole
don't remember what movie it was at all.
it's a whole mess of things, and it's great. God, Sybil's so fucking cute. What the fuck?
What the hell? Yeah, it's not fair. Like, she's cute, but we all know that, like, Sybil's, like, the biggest freak.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a oh
That's
yeah.
a
that's a
given.
given.
Oh, yeah.
want to put a speck of white on everyone somewhere, but like, no, that blotches kid out. I didn't design his pants, so it's just kind of.
I hate Mason's stance so much.
He's too powerful for you.
No, let's just get rid of the white. Tell me your troubles and doubts. I only know this song from Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Which is incidentally how I learned the plot of The Breakfast Club.
Nice. You know, it's okay, bro. I'm fairly certain I've never seen that movie the entire way through, so.
Pitch Perfect or the Breakfast
Either, but I was referring to Breakfast Club.
I forgot what color Sybil's hair is, so I'm just gonna.
Black. Or like really dark brown.
Okay, if it's dark, then I need to do this. I'm gonna highlight kids, but I'm not gonna make it like as dark.
Right.
And then Mason's the surly
Blondie.
blonde.
Yeah.
Sunil's like, I wear colors.
He's a good boy.
Okay, I need to erase that line behind this man's leg. Oh god, Mason's gone. Oh god, everything's
Oh
bad.
fuck.
Here we go. No.
Image has way too much power in it.
It's so good.
80% of the power is coming from Mason's stance, but
Mason's just like, oh no, Sunil's in front, but I'm the focal point.
The eyes just drawn, you know.
Good, that's kind of the point. I genuinely wanted it to be like, okay, like, I want it to be kind of weird how your eyes settle in this thing. Like,
Good.
there's always something to look at. Like, that's what I wanted.
You were highly successful.
Don't you forget about. I'm gonna post this in like the channel, and then the people that didn't come to the stream are gonna be like, "What the fuck happened in the stream?" And I'll just be like, "You should have came.
it came.
Yeah.
It was fun." Tell me your troubles and doubts. I'm gonna kill Mason one day.
Why are you
Not if he
reading,
does it first.
why are you reading my thoughts?
I'm reading Xander's notes for masks.
Oh fuck.
God, the goal is to kill Mason as soon as, but that's the real speedrun goal. How fast can we kill Mason?
No, hold on. I think we need to say how quick can Mason kill Mason?
Yes, okay, yes, thank you. You are absolutely correct.
Yes. Cough, cough. Episode 3. I shoot Peter.
Oh my fuck.
I think I developed a hernia from that one.
Dude, thinking about that episode still like gets the adrenaline going sometimes. Cause I'm just like, I'm like still Kit. And Kit hears the gunshots, just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh man.
God.
I need to make you a chase sheet. Remind me about that
Oh
later.
yes, I still appreciate that a lot.
I haven't done it yet, so you have
I need to make
appreciate.
everybody watch all of those videos I linked. That you provided, I should say.
Thank you. I was
Yeah.
about to.
Yeah.
Atwas
Yes.
was about to be like, oh, you know the ones that I.
Excuse.
Yes. Oh my
the
God,
ones
I'm
I
so-
showed you that you linked.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry. The combat
It was
hit.
interesting. Every time I've like, I think Kristen already binged like most of it. I binge whatever you put in front of me and say like it's gonna be important. So like since we're going to an entire campaign, I'm gonna just watch all of them. Because I'm so glad I watched the chase thing before we got on the train.
Yeah.
Before we did things on the train. Because I don't know why my brain just thought ketamine.
Ketamine. Paul, you've got to try it.
I've had too much ketamine. I've seen into the face of God. I'm still angry about Jabedi being fucking Ringo.
This is what you want. This is what you get.
Ketamine.
I don't know what you fucking expected, dude.
Piglet, I've done too much ketamine.
Scam. I've got a knife and ketamine.
God, fucking shout out to Anathema, by the way, for the continued work on her animatic of the chalkboard scene.
Holy shit.
It's so good. It's
insane.
Every update we get from Anna is a hardcore boost of serotonin.
God, honestly, I'm not even in Fallen Empire's insane modes. All right, I can quit this at the exact moment I get a goddamn name for this album.
Oh fuck. Xander, it's all you.
I'm thinking. Hold on.
Save. I gotta save. Put your powers to good use, Xander.
All these band names have been training you for this very moment.
I'm trying to give me a moment to think here. Oh, this is hard. It's so preppy 80s. I'm trying to think. Oh man, hold on. I'm really trying to nail the vibe of this.
As you walk on by, will you call my name?
Here you go. Here's the title of the album. Atwas, can I get a drum roll? We are Peter Haas.
No.
Good night, everybody. Catch y'all on the flip side. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys so much.
Family.
I hate this family too.
Love you guys.
Good night. Oh my god. Hey, stay on the lookout. I'm gonna maybe stream in the next few days, so stay on the lookout. Peace out, y'all.